Welcome back to MarketBubble, a show about investing in yourself, where we feel an overwhelming majority of young men today are in a losing position. How are we positioned? Find out today and every Thursday at 1 p.m. PST live on twitch.tv/FaZe Banks. Bro, I'm getting good at this. What the fuck? That was smooth off the tongue. Listen, I'm joined by my tall, dark, handsome co-host, Ansem.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
And he is live the same exact time on Twitter. Not the same time, he's on the East Coast, so technically it's 3 hours different, whatever. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, you open up Twitter today and everything is fucking smoked. They're lying to you. Politicians, politics cooked. Everyone's fucking worried, anxiety, everyone's fighting. It's all so negative. Everything's fake. And AI's taking your jobs, it's fucking your wives, and it's killing your kids. You're fucked, brother. Listen, while we're long-term optimistic on AI, on this show, we think, over the course of enough time, this shit's going to make everything free and cure cancer and solve world hunger. The short term could get dark. Next 5 to 10 years, it's very important that you, the viewer, lock the fuck in and understand where your attention needs to be. We think that there are 3 things on this show that are very important for you to learn, understand, and accumulate over the course of the next 5 years. We think that these things will hold their value and likely increase in value over that time. And that is money, make money, attention, understand and command attention, and AI literacy. These 3 things are important. That's what the fucking whole show's about. And all you got to do to watch and join this community have some sort of desire to be the fucking optimal version of yourself, best version of yourself. Today's going to be a fucking good one, baby. Today's going to be a good one. Z, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Good to be back.
Yes, sir. I was just going over that. Did you see that Twitch top 25 thing?
Yeah, I saw it. That shit got hella engagement, it seems like.
Yeah, no, it went fucking crazy. I was just going over how genius they were. They had people organically funnel into complexes like platforms, obviously, and vote on how they felt about the rankings. Mm-hmm. And they had like 212,000 votes. I didn't see any call to action to like funnel those people there, but it just goes to show like how big of a conversation that was. Did we tweet? Have we tweeted? Okay, so we have tweeted. Wow. Okay.
Official top 25 crypto Twitter.
What is Bank's screen share? Is this the one? Here we go. All right.
Cut the side off.
Yeah, I'm fucking retarded. What else is new? We just dropped an official top 25, the best of CT rankings, and it goes as follows. You guys can see there's a couple hot takes here. I'm going to go ahead and say Z is responsible for, we'll say 90% of this list. And as you can tell, he didn't rank himself. And
I don't belong in the top 25, bro. I'm not in the top 25. I'm like 27 or something.
I don't know, bro. After today, what we're about to get into, you might be number 1, bro. You're my GOAT. I don't give a fuck. You're top 2 dead or alive, in my opinion. But we'll get into that. Yeah, listen, let us know your thoughts. We're going to have Trader Mayne, a CT legend, and Flood. They are the 6-7 ranking on the. I can't believe I just did that. This is.
What the fuck?
Bro, I am 40 years old, bro.
For real. Like, it's okay for DGR to do that, I feel like. It's not okay for you to do that.
Because what he's like 9.
He's like
19.
Yeah.
Slightly. Yeah, he's slightly younger.
But nah, yeah.
I could physically be his dad, by the way. I was slashing hose when he was like as he was being born. So like,
what the fuck?
Bro, I'm exhausted. I need a nap. I didn't really sleep last night. This is gonna be a fun episode. But listen, let us know how you feel about this. Leave comments. We're gonna be reacting live to all this shit. We're gonna talk to Mayne and Flood at some point. Hyperliquid's going crazy, so we kind of last minute slotted Flood at the end, and we have Mayne on. I'm super excited. Love those guys on a personal level. I've spent personal time with those guys. Have you met them both?
Yeah. Both great people.
They're awesome, and they're fucking gigabrain, fucking incredible traders, and yeah, it's gonna be a good conversation. We'll talk more specifically about this. Is there anything you want to say about the list?
I would say definitely follow everybody on this list. I know some people who are like newer to crypto Twitter, newer to following people in finance. It's kind of hard to find all the like most trustworthy accounts sometimes. Like, it takes a while. I remember it took me long ass time to build my Twitter following exactly to where I wanted to get my algo at and like the information diet that I have every single day. So I'll say for sure follow all the people on this list. Actually, my low-key favorite on this list that most people probably don't know about is the guy InterDev Crypto. So he's very transparent with his trades, but he doesn't really focus on trading. He focuses more on like the mental aspect and like the mindfulness aspect of trading. Cause like in crypto specifically, there was like a lot of fast money that people made. And a lot of people kind of lost their purpose and like how to like deal with making so much money so fast. And also people deal with like losing a lot of money really fast, like the FTX situation. And this whole thing is like focusing on your mental and like meditation, all types of shit like that. He's actually my one of the most interesting people on here. I think most people don't really know him as well. So I think he's
Who do you think people are going to be most upset about?
upset about?
List? Yeah.
Who do I have on here that people are going to be upset about?
We played it safe with Kobe number one.
We did. We can't fuck up. Can't fuck
That
up
is
number one.
That is the CT for all the normies watching. That is the CT equivalent to who are the goated streamers? Kai Cenat, Speed. I show Speed. That's the equivalent.
Yeah.
That answer.
Maybe Raz. People might be mad at Raz, but I feel like Raz's street cred is up a lot the past few years.
Brother, if you're making any sort of like honest, tangible effort toward creating content around this niche, around this market, then I think like there's like 5 people who are doing what Raz is doing. And I think it's super important.
That's true.
I think it's super, super important. And honestly, bro, Raz has some good takes. And you've seen him like, you know, physiology. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Like,
like how you look at shit.
How you, bro, he tweeted some, he was flexing his hyper liquid call.
Mm-hmm.
I said this when hype was at $20, whatever. He looks like shit. I don't know how, I don't have the tweets in front of me, but he like looks good. I know he's taking fucking Hims pills and dick pills and looks maxing and he's a freak, this kid, but I don't know. I think he's crushing it.
I love Raz. Bro. I think he's grown a lot too. And he's gotten better as a trader. Like before, I think it was just purely like slop content, but he's actually gotten better at trading, I think. I like
Well, how could you not? You spend enough time, you get this like intuitive like notion.
Yeah.
He tweeted something earlier about I can't believe banks full ported hype, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Which like it
you
just
texted
like
me before you did that shit too.
I did,
remember.
I
You're like,
did,
bro,
I did.
should I swap this shit? Yeah.
I full swapped, which is half true. I full swapped my ETH and SOL positions, which is like 80% of my port, into Bitcoin and hype down the middle, pretty much. Obviously, you didn't rank yourself here. I don't know, man. If I'm doing this ranking, I might have to safely slot you number 2, especially after this week and especially after what's going on in the markets right now. Let's talk our shit, bro. Let's not even dance around this. I don't even want to dance around it. And I'll be the annoying douchebag in the room to go flex this. Oh, yo, this tweet's banging. For MarketBubble, 800 likes. This is fucking sick. People are seeing it. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone faded Ansem when he shared his crypto portfolio. You guys, episode 1, you all saw it. He said, I hold no Bitcoin. I hold no Solana. You guys laughed. You mocked him. You fucking ran with that.
Me, bro.
Old Leonidas drawing cartoons. Everybody had something to say about it.
Oh, man.
He went on to, in that episode and the last 2 episodes, talk about Hyperliquid, Zcash, VBV at length, and how he's positioned in those things. And this is just a matter of fact, brother. This is how Hyperliquid, Zcash, and VBV have performed next to Bitcoin and Sol. If you split $100,000 between person A, invested $100,000 into Solana and Bitcoin, 3 weeks later, they'd be at $102,000. Up 3%. If you split that evenly across the 3, Hype, Zcash, VVV, you are up a whopping 83%, folks. And you don't have to fucking trust us right now. Everything's, all the VODs exist. There's a nice thread of clips here, time stamped. And it's all there for you. You can go listen. Take your victory lap, Z. You deserve it, honestly.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm happy with how stuff is done. I really was hesitant on being bullish because, like I said, Bitcoin, Solana, ETH have not moved at all. But what typically happens in crypto when you're at bottoms is there'll be market leaders that emerge. And I think it was really clear, like the Hyperliquid thesis is not at all related to Bitcoin, not at all related to ETH. And it's an application that is a real business and is doing well, growing its revenue, growing its users, and actually making strides in a way that no other crypto project has done with implementing TradFi assets like real world assets, stocks, perps on commodities, right alongside all the crypto perps. So they were easy theses to make. Harder to be bullish, super bullish on them. But I mean, I've been said last episode, I said Hype and Zcash, I think are going to go to all-time highs over the next few months. And it's literally been a week and Hype has already hit all-time highs. I literally said it last episode. So yeah, I'm happy about that. I think,
brother, to be up 80% in strictly crypto in less than a month, in 3 weeks, is a fucking miracle. We're in a bear market, brother. Only you. Again, only you. And I think I responded to this tweet something along the lines of like, let me try to find it. I wonder what the naysayers will say, what straws they'll grasp at in the face of objective fact. Again, go watch the VODs. Like, it's all there for you, bro. Like, you did it. You said it. You're calling VVV at fucking $9. What's it at right now? 30?
I think it's like 18. Yeah.
Talking about Hyperliquid at 30, 40 bucks in that range. Zcash was at 350, 400 bucks. It's like, and these are pretty much the exclusive 3 coins that are performing right now in crypto. It's crazy, man. So yeah, guys, maybe fucking watch the show and listen to what we have to say, because we're 3 weeks in, and I don't know. I don't have anything left to say. This is all Z. This is all Z.
Oh,
I've been high on Hyperliquid for the entirety of 2026, but the VVV Zcash thing, I wish I would have fucking slammed that 500 bands into Zcash when we were on that call.
Bro, you would have been up nuts, bro. You would have been up nuts.
300K or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull the chart so people can kind of see what I've been talking about.
Please do.
Yeah, let me see.
I'm gonna let you do this. I'm gonna take my first piss of the day. Get into it, baby.
Take like 5 pisses an episode. Yeah. Yo, what's good, guys? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. But yeah, if you can see, like, Bitcoin has been pretty flat. It's kind of like, I think one of the episodes I was saying that this range high around like 79K is really important. It hasn't held it, which is kind of bad. I want to see it get back above this level for it to be bullish. So I'm really not bullish Bitcoin or ETH right now. They both have been underperforming. But while that has been happening, you've seen Hype just fucking rip it. Yeah, literally at all-time highs today. And this is off the backs of a ton of stuff that's been happening in TradFi land. I talked about the Coinbase partnership, which I think was last week or 2 weeks ago, where they added like 150 million in annualized revenue by USDC being the main, Coinbase providing USDC as the main stablecoin on their platform. They earn like a 3 to 3.5%, I think, on all those stables. And they've also done a great job with the equity perps. We talked about Cerebrus doing really well, that IPO. Now they also have SpaceX, that IPO or pre-IPO market is also live. Let me see if I could pull it up. Yeah, let's see, pre-IPO. Yeah, so SpaceX is live now too. And this is crazy because all the TradFi people who don't know that much about crypto, there's only really one place. There's a liquid venue to trade SpaceX right now. And this IPO, I think, is going live in the next like month and a half or so. So I think Hyperliquid is going to be a lot the front lines on like what all those channels are talking about and what people who are looking into crypto are like, oh, this is a real business that's making money. I think they're also going to look at how many employees they have. They have fucking like something crazy like 12 employees and they're making close to $1 billion annualized like run rate a year, which is insane. So people who just aren't even bullish crypto specifically, but are just bullish startups that are doing well are bullish Hyperliquid, I think, for sure. I know if I don't have the fucking, which tweet is it? Yeah, so this is also right now. The Hype ETF recently just launched, and it's been doing a lot more volume, I think, than people have expected. And this is like another sync for Hype that's been doing well. They're close to like 100 million volume today between both of them. So yeah, Hype's been crushing it. Zcash has also been crushing it. Up like, let's see. Yeah, close to all-time highs. It's consolidating right around its highs from last year. I've talked about this narrative a ton. Private Bitcoin, quantum resistant Bitcoin as a complement to Bitcoin. And it's super small. So like at right around 10 billion market cap, it just has a lot of room I think you can target on like the high side 10% of Bitcoin's market cap, and maybe on like the lower side 3 to 5%. So yeah, I think both these are going to continue to do well. I think Zcash and Hype are going to continue to be good trades, and I think as they do well, you're going to start to see more interest come back in the crypto. So yeah, I'm actually excited right now. I think it's been a while that you've seen some good trades and momentum in crypto. It's cool.
Still no Bitcoin, still no Solana.
Still no Bitcoin, still no Sol. Still no Bitcoin, still no Sol. I mean, I do like what Solana is doing right now with the marketing of their current perps project, the Phoenix Trade. Those guys are actually super cracked. The guy, Jerry Zhao, and that team, a really good team. It's just a really hard area to compete with Hyperliquid in because they're just so entrenched and have so much liquidity and volume already.
I don't know if this is going to mean anything to you or the viewer, but I love the way Solana feels. Does this make sense?
It feels? What do you mean?
Yeah, like it just feels like smooth click. Like I like
the UX.
I like using it.
I do too. I mean, I've always loved. I've loved Solana since like 2021. Like that was when we were doing the early DeFi farming. That was when we had fucking Solid as the web wallet. I don't know if you ever used Solid. We had Solid as the main wallet. It was so fucking ugly, bro. And then Phantom was like the big one that came later.
Yeah, Phantom feels good.
Phantom feels great. It's cool because this came a long way. Like before, it wasn't as great UX wise. It was just fast, but it was like now they have a ton of good teams and products around it. I do like Solana. I just think they need a new narrative that's gonna drive the flows that drove what happened last cycle. Like 2023, it was really easy to come from being down so much after FTX. And a lot of people didn't expect any volume to happen on chain. It's like when that did start happening, when meme coin volumes popped off and did really well, the on-chain activity is really a good indicator of what was going on with Solana.
How are we? It's not to force calls or tickers or anything, but like other than Hyperliquid, Zcash, VVV, and how you feel about Bitcoin, Solana, anything new popping up or?
Yeah, actually, let me pull up this a decent thesis. I actually like just bought this. So let me see if I can. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, the comp. So our competition, Bullpen comp, started today. $25,000 sign up. It's gonna be $100K to the winner. It's gonna go over 4 weeks. And yeah, that was literally started at 3 p.m. And let me pull up the leaderboard. Let me see what's going on here, where people are at. I want to see. Yeah, see, somebody's already up 3K. How the fuck? Smokey's already up 3K.
I mean, you're up 1,200. What the fuck's that about?
I'm up 1,200. I just bought near, bro. That's literally what I just did just before before we started. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be cool to see everybody's positions over the next month or so. This one is a lot longer than the first one we did. The first like Ansem Invitational was only like I think a week or 2 weeks. A week, yeah, it was a week. This is gonna be 4 weeks, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of content around this, a lot of information here. We got some good people involved too, so I'm hyped. But yeah, where was that fucking? Okay, let me see. Yeah, so I was reading this on Near, not to like I do have a position in Near, so that's not the not to impact that. But yeah, what a lot of the areas of interest in crypto right now is AI and privacy. So AI, we've talked about obviously with Venice, the private chat. They can use all the open source models, use Claude and use ChatGPT, but they hide all of the information that you put through the chat. So it's private. Instead of giving your information to the labs, they keep that private. And that's Venice's main value prop. But people don't actually know or haven't looked that deep into. Near is actually like what they're using for the highest level of privacy in Venice is Near. And so there's a partnership or like collaboration there with Venice and Near. And then also Zcash, when Zcash started doing really well in late 2025, I know that part of how they implemented like the bridging between different chains, they work with Near Intents. So Near Intents is a protocol that allows you to bridge between different blockchains. And they also have like a partnership with Zcash. So that's an interesting spot. But this dude wrote a really long article on Near and the AI piece. So So one of the founders, Ilya, he actually was one of the original writers of the first Transformer paper in like 2017. I think it was a Google paper, but essentially a Transformer is like, that's the paper that like underpins all of these chatbots, like ChatGPT, Claude. A lot of the research and innovation has happened on the base of that paper. So the guy Ilya is cracked. Nir was at the NVIDIA conference this year. And they focus a lot on AI and how to coordinate, be a coordination layer for agents. So this is like a piece on that. It's pretty long. If you guys want to check it,
the stream what just happened.
This guy, Nick Shep, shout out to him. But he's essentially describing how Nir is a platform for agents.
Can we take the camera off and show him?
Okay. Yeah. So like
let me go full screen real quick.
Z,
we have an emergency.
What's up?
Show him what I just did.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah. What the fuck, bro?
I'm getting excited, bro. You're talking about tickers and markets. I'm fucking blowing my load all over the place. This is insane. My fault, bro.
Is that coffee?
I can't get it right. I'm fucking retarded. It's coffee. It's iced coffee. It's fucking everywhere. It's all over my shit. It's crazy. I apologize. Continue.
Okay. That's fucking funny. But yeah, so Nir is focusing on like the two areas in crypto that are getting attention: privacy, and also AI. And they like the guy Ilya I said is cracked in AI. He was before even being involved with this. He also was involved with some actually core research for AI just in general. So one of the theses around Nir is it being a platform for agents to transact on. And one of the reasons it's so important is because, as we know, KYC, like know your customer laws, make it really difficult for AI agents to transact on traditional rails because like all of the banking laws that exist are tailored for humans. And so like as we're rewriting the systems of how we're going to transact on a day-to-day basis, crypto obviously is one of the platforms that's going to be able to benefit agents because you don't need a KYC to transact on blockchains. So this is a really long article. I do recommend reading it. It's pretty good. I'll pull up.
I'm noting a consistent trend and through line with all these takes and tickers and positions. Mm-hmm. Privacy and AI. That seems to be the common theme throughout.
It's a really good through line. It's one of the things that crypto like uniquely is at the intersection of. So it's definitely I think it's gonna be a trend over the next few years for sure.
Yeah, what else? Anything else?
Let me pull up the chart. I want to pull up the chart.
Run it.
Let me pull up the chart. Yeah, it's decent. Let me see. Yeah, so yes, this chart is near. It actually retested its lows from 2023 and held. So this is the October 10th sell-off, went even lower than that. It's down a fuck ton from its all-time high. I want to say like 90. I don't even know how much. Let's see. It's down like 91% from its all-time high. Went down like 95%. And it's just now starting to trend again. If you look at how I would trade this this year, the open for this year is around like here. Let's see. Here's the yearly open. So it just reclaimed its yearly open. A lot of crypto has been down this year, went sideways. Like obviously it didn't break this low. It's kind of been consolidating in a range between like 1.5 and $1. And it just recently reclaimed its yearly open and is now breaking out from this range. The way I would trade this if I was trying to have like a clear inval, I think buying spot is a decent place here. I probably would get out if it goes back beneath like 1.45 because it shouldn't trade back beneath here if it's going to start trending. Like if this was the sideways consolidation and now it's breaking out, it shouldn't go back beneath here. So that would be like my invalidation, like 1.45. And then as far as like different areas, I think around like 3.2 is a pretty clear spot. Clear because it's reclaiming this current range it was in before. Yeah,
this thesis
it looks decent,
analysis.
Bro. It looks decent.
This thesis analysis way above my pay grade. If you're in, I'm in, brother.
Yeah, I think it's decent. It's pretty small too. It's only like 2.5 billion market cap. They're like fully vested out. So like an issue with a lot of altcoins when they originally launched is they have VCs who have tokens they need to unlock. And then when all the unlocks happen, obviously VCs selling or up a fuck ton from the seed rounds and all the lower rounds. Near is fully vested. So the current circulating market cap is the FDV. And the near intense protocol is actually making money now. So they're making, I think, around like 30 mil a year off that. And it's kind of offsetting the inflation that they
real
have.
Revenue, brother. Real products.
Yeah.
Crypto isn't all just fucking fuck cats and dick butts.
It's not all fugazi shit. But yeah, so I'd like near been looking at this as a decent spot, I think.
What else? Whatever we talk. Ethereum. How do we feel about Ethereum, Ansem, today?
Bro, I said it the first episode. I said it this year. I said it last year. I said the year before that. Ethereum's going to fucking zero, bro. I promise. I'm not exaggerating.
Crazy.
I'm not exaggerating, bro. I really do think it's going to continue to underperform. I think it was crucial in the emergence of smart contract platforms in crypto, but I think they really shot themselves in the foot when they outsourced a lot of the execution to all these rollups. So before you had all of the rollups happening, not all the rollups, all of the execution happening on the L1. And so, yes, they had issues with the fees spiking, but I think the focus should have been on trying to fix that at the base layer instead of pushing execution off to these rollups. Because now, what do you say?
Let me catch up. You said, I'm trying to figure out if you're being hyperbolic or farming a clip here. You said Ethereum is going to zero. Do you mean this as like, do you literally believe that it's going to zero?
Like zero, the actual 0, or like what I think is going to happen if you look
less than $500.
I think it's going to go to 1,000 like in the next year or so. I do think it's going to go to 1,000 actually.
Who's that guy who just sold his entire Ethereum position? Who was like a ETH maxi Sal? Who was it?
Hoffman?
Michael was just
David Hoffman.
Yeah, David Hoffman. He said he's never buying it again. He doesn't care how low it goes.
It's funny because these guys were arguing me down for years, bro. Every time I would say something, bro, both of them, they're the bankless guys. Every time I would say anything negative on ETH, they would argue with me about it. So it's just funny to see them capitulating now. Like, bro, I've been saying that. I literally been saying that. I've been saying that.
You were the first one to talk.
They hated me, bro. They literally hated me because I said it at the end of.
They still do. They definitely still do.
I said at the end of 2021. I actually was wrong on my reasoning why though. Like a lot of the reasoning, I was like, if the roll up thesis is gonna make sense, I think it's gonna be around individual, like specialized platforms for each part of the roll up thesis, and that didn't play out either. But yeah, fucking. I just think they really fucked up the like tokenomics. They fucked up like the fee situation. If you look at, let me pull up the fucking chart because I have a chart on the fucking.
Oh, ETH is cheaper. ETH is cheaper in 2026 now than it was in fucking 2021. Like,
well, bro, it peaked on It peaked in activity in 2021. Like it's not even that crazy because that's when the most activity was happening on chain for ETH. And they dominated that cycle. They dominated 2020 and 2021, but they just got outcompeted by newer protocols, I think. Here, I'm gonna pull this up. Like, see my fucking screen. Yeah, so if you look at fucking in 2021, 2022, 2023, there's literally nobody else that they're competing with.
Holy fuck!
For
this
like
graph
network
is
revenue.
Insane. This graph is insane.
They crushed it. They fucking crushed it. So in 2021, like in November 2021, they made $2 billion in fees in network revenue. $2 billion in 1 month. Like no blockchain has even come close to that ever at all. So like when people say how the fuck did ETH go so high, it went so high because it was dominating. Like it really was. Everything was happening on ETH. Like the fucking NFT shit was popping off. All the trading activity was popping off. It was just so prohibitive cost-wise. That's why the fees were so high. And then once alternative existed, where they had like lower fees and also activity and also DeFi and all these other things, that's when it was a lot more difficult for them to compete. So it's not even like they did a ton wrong. It's just
Ethereum's obviously the blue in this. And fast forward up until today, Look how small that is compared to that. That's fucking insane.
It's crazy. If you look at this is like I think this is the weekly. Yeah, and this is right now. The dark green is Hyperliquid, light green is Solana, and the blue is Ethereum.
This shit's going to zero. It really is,
bro. I'm told you, bro. I mean, they fucked themselves over. I think. I really do think they fucked themselves over with the roll-up roadmap. Like even Vitalik himself has said that he thinks the thesis around having roll-ups for like generalized things makes less sense than having specialized roll-ups. And I do think Mega ETH is like one of the most interesting things building on Ethereum right now. I think they're focused on being like taking advantage of the roll-up architecture. They should be able to be faster, cheaper than Solana and other L1s because they're an L2 and they can make optimizations that L1s can't. So I do think that's interesting, but I'm not sure how that ties back to ETH itself as a token. Like Mega has its own token. There's applications on Mega that have their own revenue. I think what's interesting with Mega is they do want to create like an economy around their token, which is interesting. I think they're thinking about it the right way because blockchains, I think, make the most sense when the most successful applications on top are directing their revenue to the native token of that blockchain, which is why Hype does so well, by the way.
So fair to say, if you had to get put in a fucking hyperbolic time chamber or go to sleep for the next 10 years, you're in a coma for the next 10 years, you're putting your money in just about anything over Ethereum. Over this next
bro, literally anything.
You're obviously holding USD over ETH, right?
And yes, anything.
You're holding dirt over ETH.
Bro, anything. Literally anything.
literally buying dirt. Cow manure over ETH. That's crazy. You're buying eggs and groceries over ETH for sure.
Definitely.
I saw this crazy tweet. This blew the fuck up. This is fucking insane. I even we talked about this a little bit. Look at how fucking crazy this tweet went. Found my mom's grocery receipt from 2006.
Damn.
And I just fell to my knees. 12 million views, 280,000 likes. So quite clearly people resonate with this. And look at this thing. Look how this is obviously like a week's worth of groceries for a family.
Uh-huh. Look how long it is.
It's all types of shit, cookies and cupcakes and salad dressing,
salmon,
mustard, sweet peas. This is literally a family's grocery list.
Yeah, cupcakes.
I want you to guess how much this costs off the top.
The whole thing? Go back to the top? Go back to the top? Bro, like 500.
It's $160.
There's no fucking way, bro.
Subtotal 125 and then, yeah, I don't know, all this extra shit. $161.
Damn.
This is fucking insane.
Wow.
Eggs on here $1.25 or whatever the fuck it is. It's crazy.
Bro, my eggs are like $5-6 right now.
Look at the title on the stream. Groceries are up 300% since 2006. It's sad but true.
It's fucked up, bro.
It's insane.
It's fucked up, bro. Like inflation has had such a sneaky impact on people in the ways that I don't even think they realize. What's happening is people are just angry. They don't even know why they're angry. They're just mad. But they're mad because like if groceries are 4 times more expensive now than they were 20 years ago, then obviously if the wages haven't gone up that same amount in that same time frame, then why else would everybody be upset? People are fucking pissed. Their dollar is not worth it.
People are definitely mad. Have you seen this clip of Kevin O'Leary? This shit's going fucking viral too. Look at this shit. 185,000 likes. Let's watch this.
70 grand a year, spending $28 for lunch. I mean, that's just stupid. It's just, think about that in the context of that being put into an index and making 8 to 10% a year for the next 50 years.
And bro, it's shit like this.
Wait. He said instead of buying lunch, put it in stock. Like, don't even buy lunch at all. Just put it direct in stock. Bro.
People are up in arms about this. By the way, the original tweet isn't the one that banged like this. This isn't the one that has 190,000 likes. It's this. Your generation is so poor, you spend money buying food. That's what it costs, bro. That's what lunch costs in fucking in 2026. Bro, we talked about this before too. Every time I open up Postmates, I spend over $100.
Yeah,
even if it's just me, even if it's for lunch.
I was about to say,
even if I'm fasting, eating light,
it's over. It's over.
GG.
It's like 150.
$200-$300.
It's fucked up.
I date strictly fat bitches.
So yours should definitely like 300 for sure.
300 bones. But yeah, people are definitely mad. Look at this shit. What if we cooked and ate this guy? This shit went crazy too.
Oh my God.
It's quite literally building this eat the rich narrative. It's no good, man. It's not good.
Yeah. That is
man, it's an interesting conversation. What is the solve here? What are your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, the only way to combat this is literally through investing. That is the one thing he was right about when he was saying it. He's like, you shouldn't be. He was wrong when he's saying you shouldn't be spending $28 for lunch.
He's also saying it the wrong way.
He said it the wrong way.
It
was condescending. It was like talking down on people. That's why I think they didn't fuck with it. But I will say, like, with your discretionary income that you have to be investing. Like, it's really the only way to keep up with inflation and keep up with the lack of wage growth across the board is to be investing. I think that's why everybody, like Thread Guy's done a great job of talking about this. Everybody's going to be a trader. Like, everybody's going to learn how to trade. Everybody's going to put their money into markets. It's really how you secure wealth over generations and how you combat inflation.
Just another note to add. This is Moist Critical. He's one of the biggest commentary. He might be the biggest commentary YouTube channel. He makes a video, sometimes multiple videos a day. Moist Critical.
Moist Critical? It's a
YouTube legend. He used to, I think he still currently streams. He's a guy that I've known of for quite some time. Absolute like YouTube Mount Rushmore type goat, but he'll just do like live commentaries kind of on the fly like this at his desktop. Yeah. And he made one about Kevin O'Leary and how he can't stand him and how he's quickly becoming like one of his least favorite people. And it's kind of all in line with what we're talking about. Yeah. And something else that I think is kind of related loosely to this and found it to be interesting is his disdain and general disdain around AI and like how like they're kind of one and the same in terms of like, you know what I mean? Like, people don't trust rich people. Like, there's a clip in this where Kevin O'Leary is like pitching like this fucking data center build out and like trying to convince people why they need AI and why AI is important. And again, similar to the clip that we just watched, he's like saying it the wrong way and people are, you know, not happy with it, not having it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, look. Have you seen this clip? Mm-mm. Of this guy? You haven't seen this? Mm-mm. This is another Moist Critical video. Boo this man. And the whole video, this entire video is just shitting on AI and like why we shouldn't. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. I'm kind of jumping all around, but while we're on the subject, because it's kind of in line with what we're talking about. You haven't seen this?
I've seen this one.
It's the same shit. Yeah, it's the same clip I just showed you. Oh, let's watch it.
Last December, Time magazine selected its Person of the Year for 2025. And this time, it was the architects of artificial intelligence. Interesting. It will touch every profession, every classroom, every hospital, every laboratory, every person, and every relationship you have. I know what many of you are feeling about that. I can hear you. There is a fear.
Wow. Well, that's insane.
We do not know the precise contours of what this transformation will look like. Choose a diversity of perspectives, including, let me add, and if you'd let me make this point, please.
Damn. Bro, they do not give a fuck what he's talking about. They do not give a fuck.
Well, this is a generational boo. I've never heard somebody boo that crazy.
AI is going to touch everything else as well. Whatever path you choose, AI will become part of how work is done. If you have a problem in the world you want to solve.
Really bad.
Oh, it's really, really bad.
I did not know it was that bad, bro. I saw a tweet the other day where somebody was like, I think actually people hate AI more than they hate crypto. And I was like, nah, there's no way.
Bro, by a fucking landslide. I think most people don't care for crypto or care about crypto, but people are passionately avid against AI, anti-AI, fuck AI. And I mean, surprise, surprise. All anybody hears about every day is how it's taking their jobs and replacing them and they're worthless, useless. People are getting laid off. Like, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Groceries are fucking everything's more and more expensive. Jobs are more and more sparse. It's like, it's fucked up, but this is not good, obviously. No, I think that this it's really, if you find yourself at home watching and you find yourself in this bucket where you have a disdain for AI, I think you're thinking about things all wrong. And I think you need to start kind of reframing it in your mind. And I don't know, there are many reasons to love AI. And I know that's a hot take, but the main reason, I guess, in my mind is there's just no advantage to like going against it. Like it's inevitable, right? Like you would agree?
Yeah, for sure.
Like this tech is inevitable, right? And another really important thing to note, we're not the only ones building it or toward it, right?
Everybody.
You have China on the opposite side of the planet who's pretty much full porting effort, resource into, the race to build AGI. And we talked about this last episode, but whoever builds AGI first owns the fucking world. There's a lot at stake here. You know what I mean? It's pretty important that just even for your own individual life, we preach obviously a lot here on the show, AI literacy and understanding this tech and using this tech. But like, we don't want to lose this race, obviously. And if fucking, over 50% of Americans hate this shit, laws and bills are going to be passed, restrictions. Like it's not going to go well, and it's not going to work out in anyone's favor. It's just one of those things where, like, regardless of how you feel, we can't avoid it. It is what it is. So the best course of action moving forward is just to understand it, learn it, position yourself alongside it, align with, its inevitable growth and take over, and fucking, move accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing happened with the internet, bro. There were a lot of people who were like speaking badly about the internet when it first popped off. They thought like, oh, we don't need this, we need this for this, because they were afraid of like new things happening. Like, obviously right now, it would be crazy for anybody to be like, I don't like the internet. I don't want to do things on the internet. I think AI is going to be the exact same thing like a few years from now. But it's a really crucial moment right now specifically, because if you are one of those people who feels like has anxiety about AI or how it's going to disrupt the world moving forward, you got to think that's what also everybody else is feeling. And so the people who do the work to figure out how they can work with it better and how it can like better whatever job they're currently working on or working with, are going to be in such a much better position than people who don't do that. I know you saw, do you have the video of the kid that was like running multiple channels at once?
I do have that somewhere. I think it's in another tab. Let me grab that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's so many ways that things are going to get a lot more efficient. Like the reason that these tech CEOs can see it, like Eric Schmidt, it's like he was CEO of Google at one point? Yeah. So they can see it so clearly because they're at the forefront of this research and they see how it's going to make change things down the line. But like, if you don't see that, then it's kind of hard to see how it can make things better for you individually. So I think that's the piece that requires work for everybody to do. But it's interesting that AI has such a negative perception. I think crypto actually has a really good opportunity to actually get into better favor with people, like, because crypto should be like, you don't give away your data, self-sovereign money, access for everybody. And I think a lot of the innovation in like the open source AI space is going to happen on crypto rails. And so if that does happen, and in crypto on those projects, there's also retail able to get access early in them, I think honestly, crypto could become in a lot better favor than some of these AI closed lab companies.
Well, it's impossible to get in them, right?
Yeah.
And I guess moral of the story here again is like, for your own individual sake, don't hate AI. At least tolerate it and accept it at minimum, like for your own sake. Again, this is like totally in line with like our intro of the show and how we kind of tee up the show and why we created the show in the first place. Right here, Google CEO reveals why between 2026 and 2030 is the last opportunity for regular people to build wealth.
Damn, what the fuck? Why do you guys say it like that, bro?
I know, it's fucked. It's fucked. And then they wonder why people hate AI, right?
It is so
because
over the top with it, bro.
It's because it's all these like AI. It's like these autist tech guys who are just matter of fact. It's like how doctors deliver bad news. It's like, hey man, by the way, like you have a brain tumor, you have 3 months to live.
Yeah, I know. It's literally
how about the Spurs, bruh? You catch how about Wemby? That guy's a fucking freak. It's like, bro, what?
Yeah, like you can't just skip over shit like that.
But it's kind of a matter of fact. I don't know. At least that's the way that I see it. That's the way that I'd be positioning myself too. It's like, I don't know. It sucks. It's scary, but
it's very real. It is very real. Like that, like you said, it's a race that nobody can afford to lose. That's why all these tech companies are spending so much money this year on research for AI and on building out these models. Like there's $700 billion in capex just this year. All the largest tech companies are spending, and the reason they're doing that is because it's literally adding to their bottom line revenue. So I mean, we've talked about it a lot on the show, but like the core being invested in the market is really important. I think like probably the safest is like Google, Nvidia, like Apple, Amazon. I would say those are the safest ones, but like having exposure to those with your discretionary income, I think is important. And then you can do like higher risk stuff with the rest of your investment portfolio. But yeah, just they're going to capture so much of the growth over the next few years. I think it's really hard to foresee what parabolic advances look like, especially in software and like robotics. You can't predict what the next decade is going to look like, but you need to be able to capitalize off those changes, professionally and investing wise.
I want to end the AI conversation on this note, on a more positive note, and this was helpful for me to watch, and maybe it'll help you guys kind of reframe your mind and the way you think about this stuff. This is an Elon Musk tweet, and he just tweeted simply true with this clip.
That has the potential to automate many aspects of human labor very soon. And I'm curious the degree to which you feel a responsibility for making that transition go well.
What AI will do is to make tasks that we do in our job more efficient. Our job is not to wrangle a spreadsheet. Our job is not to type into a keyboard. Our job is generally more meaningful than that. I'm fairly confident that AI will drive productivity, revenue growth, and therefore more hiring. There's a belief that the world's GDP is somehow limited at $100 trillion. Well, what's likely to happen is AI is going to cause that $100 trillion to become $200 trillion, $300 trillion, $500 trillion. There's no fundamental limit to the size of a GDP. And so, the number of people in the world that is participating in this GDP, and the $100 trillion GDP is actually quite small. And so what if we brought the rest of the world, the rest of society, the rest of the world's population, empower them with AI, give them the opportunity to participate in the GDP, and cause this GDP to quintuple? I think that's a very likely outcome. And it's very likely that companies will become more prosperous. But it's for certain.
Bro, he sounds way better than the other ones.
Everybody's
Dude,
jobs will change as a result of AI. Some jobs
this is
will
why
disappear.
NVIDIA's number one company, bro.
100%. That's
He's
the
a fucking
NVIDIA
jag,
CEO,
bro.
and it's the most valuable company asset on planet Earth. And obviously their success is kind of perfectly in line with AI. He's obviously interested in, and I guess you could call it bias, you could write it off, but I think this is like a really incredible way to look at things. Again, we're long-term optimistic. You just heard him say it. The global GDP isn't capped at 100 trillion, right?
Yeah.
200, 300, 400, 500 trillion. That's more money for everybody. And I mean, I think that's the take, right? Nobody wants to work a job. When you think about working a job, you think about having a clock in, clock out, work for somebody else, punch in, punch out, hard labor, doing a job or working on something that you don't necessarily want to do. I don't feel like I have a job. I know you don't feel like you have a job either, because your job is just to be you, right?
Yeah.
And my job is to be me. And I think that's the dream for everybody. Everybody wants to have purpose and feel fulfilled. But I think AI over the long enough course of time is going to empower everybody to do that. Like, you don't want a fucking job. You want to do you. And again, like, everything is going to wind up being fucking free, and it's going to solve all these issues, and it's going to allow for, I think about it in these terms. Like, you look back at like medieval times and you like look at how people behaved and how they lived their life, and you think like, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine, right? It's like it's unfathomable.
Yeah.
And you look back at them like, holy fuck, like, how could you guys do that? Like, I might just fucking call it quits. GG. I don't know if I want to live that life. Cavemen, like, how the fuck did people live this way? I think that it's likely, people will look back 100 years from now and people work jobs. What the fuck? Like, that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. That's so unfortunate. People, worked away fucking 60% of their life on a job that they could care less about. And again, that's why it's important. Like, just align with it. Think about it in terms of that. Like there's light at the end of the tunnel. So just put your fucking head down, lock the fuck in, and align interests. And I don't know.
I think
that's the way that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I think what people really want with their jobs, for their jobs to have meaning, and for their feel like they have a purpose in whatever it is that they're pursuing. I do think it's going to be interesting with like a lot of the white collar jobs, if that changes, what new jobs are going to emerge. That's where I'm most interested in, because like there are a lot of jobs that emerge after every like technological revolution that we don't really know what they're going to look like, and I think that's definitely going to happen. And the only way to be like the closest to the ground on what those are going to look like is by using AI every day and being like as hip to it as possible. I've actually spent a lot of time, like the Jensen dude is a beast, obviously, but there's so much content out there to learn from if you spend the time and go listen to the experts on all this stuff. I think it's really worth doing that if you do have the time, which everybody does have the time. For every hour you spend on TikTok, spend an hour learning about AI. That's what I'll say.
Agreed. I think the scary part is people don't want to hear it, right? People kind of write it off. I think anytime, you know, you find yourself entering that frame of thought of like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the other side. You know what I mean? You're just like looking for reasons to be upset, be angry, build on top of your already existing convictions and biases. That's dangerous. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you fucking hate AI, it's all the more reason to go dive deep on the other side and really, you know, see what's good.
But you know what's crazy?
Talk to me.
My mom uses AI like literally every day, every single day.
What does she use it for? Mainly?
She uses it for a ton of stuff, but she does also like some graphic design stuff, and she does like art and stuff with it. Like it's interesting. There's some companies who are just so bad at like their design internally and how they put out like content around events and all of that. And one of her friends was like asking her for help with something, and she completely like redid their entire everything internally. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I just thought it's funny. She uses it literally every day. She sends me all her stuff. She talks to chat about. It's cool. There's
all types of. I couldn't find the clip of the kid who's fucking runs 36 YouTube channels and
that's just fire.
Makes 100 bands a month and like.
Bro, yeah. it's literally two people, bro. It's that kid. I don't know what you said. He has like 36 different YouTube channels, and then he makes money on all the ads on those YouTube channels, and he uses AI to like coordinate all of them and the content he's putting out on all of them. There's that dude who is spending the time doing that, and then there's the people who's like just consuming the random content and is not really learning, not doing
and kicking and screaming and bitching about why like
AI
it's
is flooding the earth, and the data centers are going to like end people. It's fucking crazy, bro. I really do think it's a separation. There's really two different groups.
Not to be a doomer, but like we need to just win this. Like we need to be, you know, first to it, and we can't let, you know, we can't leave our destiny and our fate to fucking China, or not to sound like a fucking, you know, but like a doomer about it, but it's just completely minus EV to be anti-AI. That's the reason, ultimately, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Have you seen Kang's Robo strategy shit?
No.
Bro, it's fucking, I'm gonna pull this up. It's fire. Is it this one? Yeah, here, I'm gonna put it up. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know or don't know who Andrew Kang is. Like legend on crypto Twitter, did really well past few cycles in crypto.
Second piss of the show, sorry.
Be back, come back soon, bro. But yeah, Andrew Kang, legend in crypto, crushed past few cycles. He had his own VC firm, Mechanism Cap, and he's been really into robotics and investing in AI. And he just recently announced the new thing he's working on, which is Robo strategy. He's going to be CEO of that. And the same way that MicroStrategy is like an accumulation vehicle for Bitcoin, Robo strategy is an accumulation vehicle for investments in robotics. And I think this is really interesting. They're already publicly, they just launched. The ticker is bought on the NAS, I believe. But yeah, his whole idea around Robo strategy is there's a lot of people who want to invest in robotics companies, but they aren't accredited investors or don't have access to the deals, or don't know which companies to invest in. And so there's a ton of people who want access to these private companies, but they have no way to get them. And we've seen it with OpenAI and Anthropic. I don't know if you guys saw like the SPV tweets blowing up on Anthropic. Anthropic had to put out a post saying that like, if you bought shares through an SPV of somebody else who already had shares in an official round, they're not valid. And the reason those SPVs are so popular is because everybody wants access to these private companies that are dominating in their fields, but they're not able to get access to them. And so what RoboStrategy is attempting to do is to give people access through a public vehicle, which is their RoboStrategy, and then they're going to be doing private investments in these robotics companies. So the underlying that they own is like the NAV of whatever their investments are in these different companies. So I think it's really interesting. One of the cooler things I've seen recently, I think it just launched like last week. And he kind of talks about the structure of the fund and what their plan is. Closed-end fund, so permanent capital, super long-term alignment. And he thinks, I also agree with him, that robotics has not impacted the job market as much as a lot yet. But in the next couple of decades, it's going to be a huge shift, huge change. If you think about just humans and the physical labor that we do, robots can work 24/7, can be very specialized in certain tasks, and are really just better humans at a lot of different physical labor things. So this is an interesting spot. It just launched. It's cool.
Again, so you stand no chance. Just get in line and fucking figure it out. Figure out how to be buddy with the robots, right?
Hey man, learn how to best work with AI, and then learn where to invest your money. Those are the two things for sure.
Sal links something. Cool. Adam's in here.
Oh, we should pull up a he did it. He did something with so this guy, he did he was on TBPN the other day. We probably should pull up that. There's a few clips from that TBPN.
By the way, they can hear Sal, right?
No? Yeah, they can't.
Oh, okay.
Fire.
We have a guy in our ear who's like, "Help!"
I was like, "Yo, wait, what?"
I want them to hear him. It's like a little voice. It's like a little voice in our head.
Yeah,
it's so good.
But yeah, he was saying Travis Kalanick, the guy who one of the founders of Uber. He left Uber in 2017, and his new venture that he's working on is this company called Atoms. And what Atoms is, it's a company. They build specialized robots for food delivery. I'm pretty sure.
Those little square robots that fucking like Uber Eats does this.
It might be them, but I think this company is like specific for that. And they got Cloud Kitchen. Yeah, Cloud Kitchens. Oh, Atoms is mining and that. So it's both of them? That's interesting. Yeah, because we've seen how AI has impacted software a ton. Like that's what we're seeing now with Claude Code and Codex. Like, oh, I can build apps with AI agents and all this now. But we haven't
physical AI is a fucking interesting conversation around that. Like, are there any aside from like Uber, Tesla? Well, Sal, you're breathing super heavy into the mic. We can hear. Oh, who is that?
I don't fucking know.
Someone's trolling us. Production's playing games, guys. I know it sounds like
that's fucking funny. But yeah,
you're
saying like which companies?
Snoozing at the Yeah. Yeah, so Tesla is likely to be the most likely to win the physical AI effort and race, right?
Let me see.
It's going to be so cool to see how this like shit physically manifests. That's obviously where my head always goes. And it's just like, even like on the subject of Tesla, Uber, autonomous, fucking physical AI, physical robots.
Yeah.
Like just like, obviously the way the car is designed is to be piloted by a fucking human being. But in the future, when a human doesn't need to pilot a car, what does a car look like?
Right. It's going to change a lot. It's going to change a lot. Yeah.
It's going to be like a cabin with no windows and like a TV and fucking a couch, right? Like
it's going to be like a little black pod that fucking just zooms back and forth on shit.
Yes. There's going to be like luxury ones, crazy shit. Like, what does a Rolls Royce pod look like in fucking 2050?
They're
going to drive fucking 300 miles an hour too. There's going to be no car accidents. It's going to be insane. Yeah, they should be able to hear it. Turn it up. You haven't muted.
I don't have it.
Or muted. No.
Maybe try on your side.
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have it. Hold on. And we have Greg coming on in a minute, right?
Yes, sir. Yo, Greg, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Doing great, man. It's warm and nice in California.
Nice, bro. I finally got some good weather over here in New York, bro. We had like our first 90-degree day a few days ago. It was a brutal winter for us this year. It's bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Really bad, bro.
Gorgeous in East Bay, San Francisco. Mediterranean weather.
I wish I could like port that weather here and have it 24/7. It'd be amazing.
Just move.
I love New York too much, bro. I can't. But yo, great to have you on. I'm psyched about this conversation. I think a lot of people have either heard about Akash in the past or don't know what you guys have been up to, I know I recently, when I checked I was really deep into Cosmos. So I followed a lot of the early Cosmos projects, and you guys were one of the first Cosmos projects that I checked when I was looking. I was probably back in like 2021, 2022. So I know you guys have been around for a while. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and like what Akash is, how you guys have grown over the years?
So my background, I've been an open source developer for most of my life, and focused heavily on distributed systems, working mostly for startup companies, high growth companies here in Silicon Valley. Before Akash, I founded a company called Angel Hack, which defined the modern day hackathon. At peak, we had 200,000 developers, 50 cities around the world. It was largely responsible for the Web 2 acceleration in San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
It's funny because we founded that company peak in 2012. And what's happening now in San Francisco reminds me of those golden days of Web 2 era, but just 10x more intensity with AI. So I would say like this is my second big San Francisco boom.
Nice.
I was part of. And the vision really, been in the cloud for a very long time. In 2006, I designed Kaiser Permanente, a cloud architecture before cloud was a thing. That's when I discovered Amazon and I fell in love with AWS. Being a big proponent, being a big advocate for cloud, only to realize all the problems cloud has, right? So that led me to embark on an open source initiative to build a super cloud, essentially minimizing cloud providers to just to resource providers and sort of building a cloud of cloud, right? So that eventually led to what Akash is. Yeah.
So you see Akash as kind of like a decentralized version of AWS, or like in what way are they comparable?
Akash is the first super cloud. So to go back a little bit, history of the clouds, right? Like, when the internet began, every company was running their own data center or, colos or whatever. You own your own hardware. And owning hardware is not the easiest thing to do. And, you can't just deploy hardware easily. It takes a long time. Then cloud came and gave this amazing comfort solution that, where you don't need to own the hardware, but just lease it. So instead of owning a house, rent the house. That's our model. It's phenomenal. It's great to scale. They really proved out that you can scale very fast. And Web 2 was all about just meeting demand just in time. So scaling when you have scale kind of thing. It worked great for Web 2. But the problem with a cloud is, if you take the TCO, the total cost ownership cost model, it actually is way more expensive than running your own hardware because they nickel and dime you for every little thing. On top of that, the world was going more towards an open source first model, whereas cloud was taking open source software and closing them down and resetting the model. So there are a lot of problems with the cloud. And we also noticed this massive increase in data consumption, right? So the rate at which it was increasing was, I think it was doubling or quadrupling every year or something. And we laid out a model and we predicted that there's no way in hell in 10 years cloud will be capable of actually handling the demand. So that then and another big trend we noticed was there was a lot of compute out there just everywhere. It's not like in a central place, right? So that led us to on an idea. It was not us; it was just the whole industry altogether on an idea of a super cloud. In the sense, can we actually build a cloud provider that is not a single provider, but it can connect to all cloud providers and become like a layer on top of it? And that was proposed by Cornell in 2015, I believe. We liked that idea, and we implemented the first ever super cloud. So the Akash is not a cloud provider, but a cloud of clouds, right? So Akash in Sanskrit means the sky. Sky is where the clouds live. It's what we call a super cloud. That means AWS, could be part of Akash network as an offering. What Akash gives you, the other traditional cloud providers don't is freedom in terms of choosing what provider you want based on whatever metric you want to base on, be it cost, be it reliability, be it efficiency, be it speed and whatnot. It gives you this incredible choice of moving between different cloud providers and or even distributing your workloads across different providers. It could be cloud provider, it may not be cloud provider, it could be compute. Now with home node, it could be a home compute. So the idea is to bring all the compute that's available and offer a single place for the user to shop. Think of Akash like a mall. Instead of going to a single store, you go to mall. You can get a lot of varieties, that sort of thing.
Interesting. That makes a ton of sense. That's a great explanation. Yeah, I used to be a software engineer. I actually went to school for comp sci and was a software engineer after I graduated. So I know a little bit about that. I know. So if people were to go to, if you deploy an application, people will deploy their application across different like AWS instances, and there's a UI for doing all of that and going back and forth. So people could do that the same way just through Akash, and then you guys route them to wherever else.
Yeah, so Compute on Akash is not on AWS. I mean, I said AWS could be, and there's an initiative to bring. Actually, there was an initiative to bring AWS onto Akash.
Okay, I see.
That's going to continue, but right now, we have about 70 odd providers, and most of them are independent data centers or independent companies that have this compute, because I think the big advantage right now for Akash is cost and access, right? So if you put Amazon, you're not going to see a cost difference. Although there is a initiative to bring Amazon Reserve Compute. Reserve Compute is compute that's purchased by people ahead of time for much cheaper than what you would otherwise pay on demand. And most of the time, this compute is just sitting dormant. So it's AWS compute, but it's not being used. So there's a case to be made to put that compute on Akash and offer what exact same Amazon compute for significantly cheaper. So arbitraging essentially.
Got it.
Greg, hello. I'm Banks. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm the resident retard here at MarketBubble. So I represent the average layman. A lot of people in my chat and a lot of people that follow the show aren't well equipped enough to follow the type of conversation that you guys are having. To those types of people, what would you say and how would you describe your product and what you're building? And how does it relate to them? How does it affect them? Why should they care?
Yeah. The simplest analogy, which I absolutely hate, but I'm going to do it anyway, is Airbnb for compute.
Okay, so you can rent out your compute. Everybody has compute. You can rent it out.
Yes, you can. If you have dormant compute, you can rent it out.
Why do you hate that analogy? I think that's really, really strong. I like that.
I hate analogies in general that are overly simplified. Yeah. But this particular one is very simplified, and it's been abused by so many other people, and whatever.
You've talked about the demand side a lot, on how like the demand has gone up a lot and is going to continue to go up a lot. I guess where is a lot of the revenues that you're currently seeing with Akash? Like, what are the use cases that people are using for? Like, I know AI inference has been a big one that people have been using their spare GPUs for. How do you guys feel like you fit in with like the open source AI community and Open Router and those platforms?
The biggest use we are seeing. I mean, Akash. Akash is a decentralized compute network, so we don't exactly know what people are running on because we have no access into the compute. Right. But we only know what people tell us, right? Biggest uses inference any day. I think like over 95% is inference, right? Especially now when you have so many of these open source models, and there's a lot of effort on like using smaller models, using mixture of experts and whatnot. So there are a lot of small, large, all kinds of inference models that are doing inference in Akash. From a customer standpoint, like historically, Venice actually started on Akash.
Oh wow!
They went to a different model, but now I think they're coming back. I think now they're using some Akash, but I think they diversified their supply quite a lot. We have like Venice-like people, a lot of them that use Akash quite a lot today. There are a lot of the inference players. A lot of AI products actually. There's one of my favorite use cases which does imaging. So there's quite a lot of image generation, video generation stuff happening on Akash.
Yep.
I would say 87% of usage on Akash comes from non-wallet users. Akash has two ways to pay. You can pay using a credit card that converts into crypto in the background, or you can pay directly with crypto. We are seeing 87 most usage coming from non-crypto non-crypto payment, and that's mostly AI. So we are retooling a lot of our tools to be a lot more mainstream, more than crypto friendly.
That's impressive. That's cool. So if for people who do have some spare GPUs, if they wanted to rent them out to you guys, like what are the economics on that look like? And I guess what does it look like to do? Like, can I still use? When can I use the GPU? Like, how long do I have to give it to you guys for? Like, what is the?
Yeah, great. Depends on the GPU, obviously, right? So, I mean, if you're having H100s, which are really in high demand right now, if you bought H100s about a year ago, putting that on Akash right now will amortize you within 9 months.
Oh wow! What?
The economics are nuts.
That's crazy.
It's nuts because
that's insane.
That was not the case all the time. For some reason, H100s are out. No one has H100s right now. They're super high demand, and it's crazy how these economics are like turning out. I don't even know what to make of it because you have your depreciation cycles, right? Your standard, whatever depreciation cycles.
Yep.
5-year depreciation. You go near zero after 5 years. H100s are reverse. The value is actually going up. They're like Rolex watches right now.
How?
It's crazy. I know. I remember buying H100s about a year ago for 210 a 8x node. Now the minimum used node is going for 275.
What the fuck?
I saw quotes for like 300K. Like, it's just nuts.
How and why? Why?
I have no idea. I have some assumptions, but I have no idea why there's a sudden drop in H100 supply in the last, I would say, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
So I know that you spoke on how the depreciation cycles of GPUs, they're always building the next newest, next best one, next more efficient one. And I know there's like a lack of availability to do that. Like, it's very difficult in how many they can make. I guess with all the investment that's happening there, do you think that the depreciation cycles are going to be like less aggressive? Or
no? Let me put some numbers to you. Okay, so there are two ways to use AI. There is vanilla, which is using ChatGPT. You can ask questions, you get answers. The second way is agentic, right?
Right.
So agents running Cloud Code, Hermes, Open Cloud, those are agentic. Agentic usage is exponentially greater in terms of tokens usage on the models, right? Like exponentially, order of magnitude, right? I think I burned through my entire. So Claude gives you limits as to how much you can. There's daily and weekly limits. I think I burned my weekly limits in 2 days because my wife is visiting, her mom.
That's how it be, bro.
My wife and I'm in goblin mode right now, so I by myself and my dog at home. I'm just coding a lot.
That's fucking funny.
And agents are just significantly different, right? You can do so many things you can't really do with regular. I can't imagine doing things without agents now. And it turns out, AI users globally, there are about 1 billion users using AI, including ChatGPT, including Gemini, including Google AI itself, which most people don't know they're actually using. Out of that, only 2.4 million people use agents. I don't know. Do you guys use agents to do anything?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we used to do everything. We have like this show prep. I'll share my screen with you.
There you go. Yeah, that looks like Cloud Code.
We do a whole run a show. Like we have imaginations and dreams of eventually building like an AI co-host that joins us on the show and kind of real time cites examples and content. We can ask it in real time, like what markets are doing, and have it build a personality. And are you familiar with Joe Rogan's show? Obviously,
Of course, yeah.
He has like an off-screen like co-host, and his name's Jamie. You never see him.
Sure.
And occasionally you'll hear him, and he'll come chime in when it's appropriate.
Jamie agent.
Yeah, Jamie agent.
Perfect.
Bubbles. We're gonna make ours like a hot girl, I think. But eventually, we want to ultimately build it to the point where the entire show's produced by these agents.
So you clearly understand the benefits of agents. It's incredible, right? I mean, it's night and day.
It's unreal.
Only 2.4 million people are using agents, and that is causing the crunch. I had to pay 4 times more for my memory. The same memory I paid like about last year.
No, I'm getting fucking whacked too. Claude flipped it, and I don't know. It was super affordable at first, and now I'm spending fucking $3,000-$4,000 on AI a month. But it's well worth it for me, and just even the sake of tuition, learning it.
Exactly.
You mentioned all the options. Obviously, there's an endless amount of options, and what it feels like for the average consumer and user of AI, user of agents, is there's no really discernible difference. Like for the average person, like Z was talking about how his mom uses AI, and like the average Joe who's looking up fucking recipes for banana bread and how to get to his favorite coffee shop, and what the UV is outside, and what the price of Solana is. You're not going to notice a real difference, but obviously for somebody like you who's building in it, and as you said, I can't even imagine not using it. Which one do you prefer? Which is your favorite?
Depends on what I'm doing. Really depends. If I'm thinking,
gun to your fucking head. Anthropic, OpenAI. Which one?
Oh, Anthropic Cloud 4.7. I mean, Opus 4.7.
With the quickness, by the way.
Yeah, that was fast.
It's
like
Anthropic on this side, baby. You already know.
Codex is amazing. Codex is really good too for coding. So really depends what I'm doing, right? So there's no one model that fits all, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to use, like, for example, for thinking, when I'm like brainstorming and coming up with ideas, I use, Opus 4.7. When I'm actually coding, I use different model, because once you plan out and actually executing the plan to code, you don't need Opus. Right? Opus is like extremely intelligent, overkill for just writing coding tasks, right? So I use a cheaper model. Actually, it's Akash ML for like actual coding.
Cool.
Our own service, because it's significantly cheaper than using Opus, right? So, but overall, I think general purpose Opus 4.7 would be my.
Is it Hermes or Hermes? Do you use that over OpenClaw? Like what's that?
Yeah. Hermes all the way, baby. Well, I mean, I love Noose. I mean, disclosure, I'm an early investor in Noose as well. And Noose is a big user of Akash, at least in the early days. Noose Research built Hermes. So a lot of the Hermes training was done on Akash too, early days. So I love Hermes. It's just night and day for me. And they ship really well. The team is incredible. So
it's interesting. Obviously, you're a power user of AI again. I have a more normie friend. Some of the audience may or may not know him. It's honestly, it's irrelevant to the topic, but he exists in like traditional like music. He's a music exec, and he manages artists, and that's the field that he's in. And I originally put him onto OpenClaw. I'm like, yo, you can automate so much shit, and just like the way that I use it in meetings and just sharing transcripts and documents and emails and all that shit, like the bare bones stuff, put him on earlier. And we went for a walk 2 days ago and kind of caught up on things. And he was pilling me hard on
Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes.
Yeah. Hermes got great memory. I also use Hermes with my Obsidian vaults.
Obsidian's goated.
It is. I mean, I'm like random. I take my phone to my shower now, because random thoughts, I'm just like talking.
You're sick, bro.
You're locked in, bro.
Seriously, yeah, we know what kind of random thoughts are going through your head in the shower, brother. hey, Grok, suck me, baby.
Because showers are my best time to think, right? But you want to take it down. I'm working on 5-6 projects at the same time, right? Like I'm always talking. I'm talking so much now. Like I don't type anymore, right? Because typing is like slow for cavemen at this point.
Frank D Gods hit me with a fucking bar when he was pilling me on and onboarding me into like OpenClaw and all this shit. And he said, English is the new coding language. Maybe I botched that, but it's like, I don't know, it's a bar.
It is.
Yeah, it
is. I have a hierarchy system for my agents, like, because it can get extremely chaotic managing all this system. So I develop my own system. I think everybody's developing their own system. I think there's a new like abstraction stack that's being built on top of agents that is kind of forming. We're not seeing that yet as products, but I can totally see where that's going. It's incredible. So anyway, coming back to my 2.4 million, only 2.4 million have experienced agents. Imagine if that number is 10x. What kind of demand are you going to see?
Yeah.
2.4 million is leading to the current crisis where you have no H100s available at all.
Right.
What is 24 million going to look like? I don't know. Like, I think we're in an uncharted territory. You know, if you look at the supply chain, you obviously have the compute, you have inference, you have the chips, and then you have the energy, which is where I'm focused quite a lot. I testified before Congress on energy about a year ago. I called it out. I said energy is going to be a big challenge, and you know, turns out energy is a big challenge. People like Elon are not their first principle thinking. They're not that they're going to space to solve the energy crisis. I think there's a lot more we can do on Earth too to solve the crisis. I've made some early bets on distributed training, distributed inference systems that can leverage a distributed grid to show energy. Home node, for example, we launched with intention of actually tapping into a distributed grid, right? So it's just going to get worse. I mean, now, even if you look at the energy, right? Like most new data centers are using LNG, which is liquid natural gas, because you can't really have any other way to power these systems. So that led to another crisis with turbines and transformers. Now we have a 4-year lead time to get a transformer and a 14-year lead time to get a turbine. To get your
nuts, bro.
It's nuts. I can't if you look at the entire supply chain, every part of the supply chain is constrained right now. I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, no, you talked a lot. We've been talking a lot about energy and how the U.S. is so like slow on building it. Do you think that China, I don't know if you have a good answer to this, but you think that China is in like a better place energy-wise as far as building out their capacity? And I know Jensen, I don't know if you watched the Jensen Dwarkis interview. Did you saw that? Yeah. Well, he was talking about how NVIDIA, they should be selling to China. And it seems like there might be some kind of way for, like, it seems like we have the chips and they have like the energy capacity. Do you think there's anything that could happen there, or what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, theoretically, yeah, but I think it's mostly geopolitical. And Trump did approve us selling H200s and 5090s, but China didn't want them because they want their own stack now.
Wow.
It was actually under the CHIPS Act, under Biden administration, we started export controls on chips. Now that led to a local chip industry by Huawei. Huawei, I think, is doing 7 nanometer chips, and they're going to catch up to 3 nanometer very soon.
Yeah.
But China is forcing. China is like aggressively building local stack. And that's a risk and that's a challenge, because now you're going to have a China stack and you're going to have a Western stack. China makes 4 times more energy than US. They have 8 terawatt. 8 terawatt install capacity. US has about 2 terawatt install capacity. 4 times. China adds about 36. Adds about a gigawatt of solar capacity every 36 hours. A gigawatt. Gigawatt is what a nuclear power plant produces, and so a gigawatt can house
every 36 hours.
Every 36 hours.
Oh shit!
They have the energy. I mean, we're talking about energy infrastructure. They have the battery infrastructure. They have the rare earth. They have the entire supply chain to build batteries, to build solar panels, and we don't have. We lost control of the supply chain a long time ago. So I don't know if that's ever going to come back, right? Like, we can't produce batteries in America anymore, and you need batteries for solar. Yeah, I think we're starting to onshore the panels now, but you need rare earth minerals. Rare earth minerals are controlled by China, so there's another bottleneck there. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy place right now. There's a massive reindustrialization effort by the current administration to bring back the rare earth minerals. The reason why we want to, not invade, but I guess let's call it invasion. Invade Greenland is for rare earth minerals.
Right. Yeah.
There's a new deal with Ukraine for rare earth minerals. All this is confidential. I mean, classified information. We don't exactly know how much quantities these countries have, but yes, there's a big push. You see any geopolitical issue, and it really comes down to the rare earth minerals for America.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit MP Materials. I don't know if you know that company. MP.
No.
They're one of the companies in the U.S. that is trying to fix that problem, like doing the mining of the rare earth metals that we do have here. I think it's the Mountain Pass mine in California, but Trump invested in them because of that situation that you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it seems like the biggest risk for like tech and the U.S. stock market is that dynamic that we have. China has an advantage on energy, and an advantage also. Don't you think they're ahead on like the open source side, or do you not agree with that?
Yeah, they are. They are leading the open source. I mean, all the open source models are from China.
Yeah. So
leading in so many different things.
yeah.
So where is the U.S. leading then?
Well, I think our tech companies and the closed source models are much better. Well, I'm gonna ask you this: how do you think the gap exists right now between like the closed source models, the U.S. tech companies like Anthropic, OpenAI, and then the open source models, which I think it's Alibaba who's releasing Quinn.
There is Minimax 2.6.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of these. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Kimi 2.6. Apologies. So how far behind? They're not very far behind. Like Kimi 2.6 is better. It's an open source model from China. Is better at coding than Opus 4.6.
Wow.
So the previous generation of Opus 4.7 is still number one for agentic use cases. I think it can run I think 3,000 parallels sessions. I can't remember the stats, but anyway. But the point is, from a software coding model, which is what most agents want, they're just one version behind, because like you can have like Anthropic can come, the closed models can launch, and the open models are just going to distill from the closed models.
Right.
There's nothing you can stop distillation, right?
Because like once they're out, it's easier to make the open source version of it, right?
Yeah, once you have a really good closed model, you can distill from that closed model to an open one. So open source is going to win, right? Like there's no way in hell there's like lots of conversations about banning open source now. Like during Biden administration, that was a thing. Then Trump said he's not going to do it. Now there's another conversation in the White House to regulate open source AI quite a lot because of this problem.
I want to go back to that 2.4 million figure, because it seems obviously quite low for what this tech is offering in terms of just like helping people be productive and optimizing their lives and the way that they do things day to day. There's a couple interesting like angles and pieces to this for me, and kind of in line with what you were just saying. The first one being, why is that number so low? And like, I don't know, I guess OpenClaw and Hermes feel like how I would imagine computers in internet felt 70s, 80s. It's slow, the barrier to enter is quite thick. I don't know. What's your opinion on that? Who do you think has the best chance to win in that regard in terms of like mass distribution, mass adoption, really onboarding the average person to kind of, whatever the iPhone equivalent is, what Apple did for computers, traditional computers, who is kind of in the leading position to do that and put AI truly in the hands of everybody? That's the first piece. I want to talk about like the general sentiment around AI after that, and how negative people, specifically Americans, are around that. How you think that'll affect legislation moving forward, and how that's a really fucking bad thing, obviously, for the US and this race to AGI. All that shit. There's just a lot to unpack there.
Yeah. Now, this is a very fast moving. This space moves very fast, right? Who's in the best position to succeed? I'm going to take a contrarian take here. I think it's Apple.
I think it's Apple too. I said that. Yes. And you're clearly a fucking genius. You guys hear that? Look at that one. I think it's Apple also. Why? Because they're already
because their UI is exceptional. They know how to.
And they have the distribution, right? They're already in everyone's top. Yes, dude. Yes.
But along with the
get the clip from episode 2. Put it next to this one. I'm a fucking genius. I'm just kidding.
I don't know if you use the Apple Intelligence. It's horrible. Horrible models, but the experience is phenomenal, right? Yeah. Like if you use Siri, terrible in terms of quality, but experience is great. The intelligence where you can proofread and whatnot, I use that quite a lot on my phone. Experience is great, terrible model, right? But if you can replace a model, you're going to get an next level. And there's another interesting thing. Yeah.
I feel like if Apple tomorrow released Siri AI and it was even 20% as capable as Opus 4.7 or ChatGPT, what's the most up to date 5.5 or whatever?
Yeah.
I think if it's even 20% as capable, your grandma could do her birthday cards and it'll tell you what the price of Bitcoin is and all that good shit. And they just pinned it to the top of your iMessage, and you could talk to Siri the way that you talk to your friends and type it that way, and you could give it access to your phone, and it could help you organize that. It could reply to people for you, and it just became an extension of iOS and iMessage. I think they just win on the spot. No, like at least US.
And the ecosystem power they have every Apple TV,
literally
all the.
You wake up, your phone updates one day, and their ChatGPT or their Claude is just pinned right there in your messages.
Yeah. I mean, it's already here. It's just like terrible model. I don't know what they did. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think they fired the guy who did it. Now there's a new CEO and all that, right? So, but they have the best chance to succeed, and they're also pretty good. They've been doing AI for a lot. The MLX thing, they have the machine learning, libraries they have, and Apple's really good. The Mac Studios, the M5s come with 141 unified memory, gigabytes of unified memory, which is actually very powerful to run local models.
The Mac Mini meme. That's where I have all my shit.
Not the Mini, the Studio, the bigger machine that they sell.
Yeah. Well, that's some shit that you're on. You're fucking taking over the world with AI. I'm talking to it about fucking.
So Minis are small, right? The Studio is the bigger one, and they're very powerful. You can run local models really good. Imagine clustering these studios. And a lot of people are buying studios because I have a studio too. Because with my home, when I'm using AI, I try to use local AI more than cloud AI because of privacy. I do a lot with my AI. I mean, my AI is connected to my camera feeds, my microphone feeds. It has access to my entire life. And I don't want that on the cloud. No way in hell, right? So I use a lot of local models, and imagine all this everybody having Mac Minis, Mac Studios can connect those local models or connect those computers using Akash or something where you can sell. Imagine the power Apple has to create an incredible network of these like local machines and use that for AI. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity Apple has, and if they don't fuck it up, I think they're going to be massively successful.
And you said you think that open source is going to win. I think that's a really that's an interesting take. If you do think that open source is going to win the race in AI, I guess what areas do you think are currently underexplored that are going to become more popular in the future? I know you talked a little bit about distributed training and distributed inference, and then also how do you feel that like crypto is going to fit into that realm of like open source AI? Because it seems like crypto should benefit from open source AI a lot.
Well, I have a thesis on that. So the biggest underinvested and underexplored area is distributed training. I think it's such a big opportunity, and there are a lot of companies that I'm really excited about. Pluralis is one. They haven't launched yet, but I'm really excited about Pluralis.
Yep.
Moose was working on something. I don't know how far. I haven't caught up with them on the distributed training piece. And Jensen, which is another, I think it's a crypto token, but they're very, very good. They've been working on distributed training as well. No one has quite figured out the incentive structure, which I think is going to be a big unlock once we figure out the technology. Technology is very hard. Like Pluralis is able to achieve something called heterogeneity in training. So what that means is, I don't want to go too technical, but right now, training, the big limitation for training is you got to have the same chips no matter what.
Right.
So if you're training H100s, you got to have H100s.
Yep.
H200s. So you can't mix and match them. And that's a big challenge for a lot of companies because sorry. So a big challenge for a lot of companies because you're going to have different chips, but if you can do heterogeneity, you can unlock distributed training from homes where you have different types of chips, right? Like I might have 4090, someone will have 5090, someone will have H100. You can combine all that to actually train. The efficiency difference is only 1.6x compared to a centralized model, which is not a bad thing, which is not as great as a centralized trained model, but it's really good for as a model. So I think that's one area. And second area, I mean, it's being talked about from like big labs, like Anthropic talks about it quite a lot. The Anthropic co-founder, I've talked to the head of research for Anthropic, who's been at the company since the beginning. They are also looking very deeply into distributed training. They don't talk about publicly. But I know, talking to labs and talking to people on the frontier, well, they're developing this frontier models. Distributed training is going to be a big deal, and they're already seeing challenges with compute. Right? They have to. I think second area that is underexplored is provenance. Like, as you get a lot of fake AI generated content, AI slop. How do you? There's an enormous need for provenance, like to verify that the goods that are created are legit, not created by AI, right? Because the value will be placed, I believe. Just like if you compare, like if you give two paintings, they look exactly the same. One is AI generated, one is human generated. If you try to sell them, which do you think is going to sell? Human generated, right? Obviously, there's value in human generated stuff. It's not the quality and the outcome of the product, but it's the effort that goes into producing something that people value. Like, I value things that are handmade versus things that are machine made, right? Because there's effort and there's talent that goes into it. I think that's another area. Provenance area is underexplored, and privacy is underexplored too. We're looking at TEs and all that stuff, but there are a lot of challenges with trusted execution environments, right? Like side channel attacks and whatnot. I'd love to see ZK. I'd love to see FHE, the federated, the homomorphic encryption, like in AI. I think that's severely underexplored. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of deep technical problems that I can think of, but these three are my top of my head.
Awesome. That's interesting. That's really helpful context. That's cool. I've heard of Pluralis. Kel, actually, I don't know if you know Kel on Twitter, Kel XYZ. He talks
Kel,
yeah. He's smart, super smart dude.
Pluralis is amazing. Really good team. They've been silent. I mean, they're like a research team, right? They've been silent, but I know they're coming up with an amazing thing in a few weeks, and they're going to be using a lot of compute from Akash. So I'm excited for Pluralis.
Yeah. So I guess I'll ask questions specifically about Akash. I know you guys partner with Venice. Venice seems like they've gotten a lot of the attention over the past few weeks with their chat. It seems like they have a really cool integration of like their token and the platform. So how do you think about I know you also have a token with your platform. How do you think about the integration between the two and like the advantages of being a crypto platform?
Right now with AI, I wouldn't call it an advantage. I think
they're disadvantage, I should say, or disadvantage.
The token was serious. The good things and bad things. The good things is this tokens give us a lot of leverage in terms of subsidies, in terms of behavioral, like engineering or whatever you want to call it. There are incredible ways you can use tokens to bootstrap networks, and there are a lot of good things. But the bad thing is the user experience is terrible, right? I mean, initially Akash was just token. Like, if you go to console, you have to have AKT in order to use compute, and that severely limits.
I mean, crypto and AI. It sounds like you're jumping through fucking 25 hoops to get there, right? Like, for the average
so
person.
challenging. We would have our conversion rates would be like less than 1%, like from people that want to use Akash to like people that actually end up using Akash. It was terrible. And we lost so many big deals. We lost a big deal with NVIDIA because nobody wants to touch tokens, because their finance teams. NVIDIA was using Akash through an acquisition. Was using Akash in the beginning, and then we had their finance teams just basically blew up, saying that they don't want to use anything with crypto because they can't hold AKT on the balance sheet. Yeah.
Just as far as like general sentiment to the average person, the average layman, you're fighting two battles, right? Obviously, the overwhelming kind of feedback from the average person, anti-AI. And I feel like while most people are kind of just unbothered, unconcerned, uninterested in crypto is kind of, for the average person, at least where I come from, my corner of the internet, crypto equals scam. Like, these words are like synonymous.
It is.
And it's unfortunate because you're fighting. Because as you said, the tech stuff, you see it. Obviously, there's a ton of fucking benefit there. But if nobody's coming through the front door, it's like, fuck.
Yeah. It's night and day. So we have another product called Akash ML where we removed crypto completely. Still kept the brand name. And that is hitting all-time high usage. I think even today we hit all-time high on tokens there. So when you remove
Akash ML?
Akash ML is the inference as a service from Akash. It is for basically you can get all the good models, You can use Akash ML with your Cloud code or your open code. You can switch like your backend model to use Akash ML. I use Akash ML quite a lot for my coding, where I use Opus 4.6, 4.7 for thinking and writing a plan on what I want to do. Once I have a solid plan, I switch to Akash ML. I save a lot of money, like a lot of tokens. So it's very, very, very good. So it's an inference as a service, and we get a lot of usage there, especially if you don't want to go through all the pain of setting up a model. Running a model is very expensive, right? And if you're running like a big model, it'll cost you like, I don't know, like thousands of dollars a month just to run it for yourself. But if you use the shared model like Akash ML, where you can use a model that's shared with other people, it's significantly cheaper. So Akash ML is designed for AI devs and non-crypto folks, right? And that is the biggest growing product. And that directly translates to that hosts on Akash, and it drives usage to Akash. From a token model standpoint, right? I think the advantage is the way Akash token is tied to the usage is burn. Like every time you use compute on Akash, a portion gets burned using a BME model. So there's a usage-based economic model. And we have more burns than mints now because of usage that's going up and up, right? So if this continues, I think it'll be an incredible thing from an economic standpoint, but also gives us an ability to create incentives, right? Now there is a big challenge for onboarding providers. Using token economics, we can actually create attractive incentives for providers to get to be competitive and whatnot. So a lot of things you can do really well with tokens. And especially if you're doing distributed training, I'm very excited for token. You can see a world where, say, Pluralis, okay, good example. Pluralis, where if I contribute my compute to a model, right? If there's a model, somebody wants to try, say Ansem wants to train a model. You don't have compute, but you have an idea. You have the code, you have the data, but you need millions of dollars of compute, right? You can come to Pluralis and be like, hey, look, I'm willing to pay. I need $1 million worth of compute. I don't have the compute right now, but I'm willing to share my future profits with the people that provide compute. So Pluralis running nodes or whatnot, I'm a node runner. I have node. I have 5090s at home. I can then participate in this model training, get some token that represents my ownership or my contribution. And when the model goes to inference, when you're making money, hosted on Akash ML or whatever, you can get a portion of that revenues directly for participation. Now that I see as a extremely disruptive model. No one has done this so far, and I think the people are starting to look into it. We call this closed weights open source model, where the model itself is open source, but the weights are closed, only accessible for people that are doing inference. So a lot of opportunity for this incredible token mechanism design that are going to come with with distributed training. I'm really excited about, and that's going to be very disruptive. And second, VVV has done a phenomenal job. Venice with the DM model, right? They really understood that you can give out free inference, and you can get really good inference. I mean, you can actually use Opus directly using Venice. Not too many people know this, but using your DM, you can actually get free compute, free inference that you otherwise have to pay money for cloud. So I sometimes use Venice, when I want to use, when I have some VVV that got airdropped to me super early, that is worth a lot of money now. And that I use that as taken, and I get my DMs, and I do all kinds of cool things. Venice is a very good product. If you haven't used it, I was a big user. I use Venice quite a lot. I used to talk about Venice about a few years ago, quite a lot before all this hype. For anything medical related, I used to use Venice quite a lot. Anything that I want privacy, I use Venice. I don't really trust Claude by the way, Claude will use your data to train, so just be very careful on what you give it, right? So don't give it anything you don't want to become a part of a training set, right? And they'll report things that they find suspicious. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be suspicious for you, but if they think it's like, I don't know.
I mean, well, that's concerning. I've literally sent Claude pictures of my piece.
Yeah, that's part of your training.
Medical reasons. I'm like, it's like my best friend. He's like my accountant, my lawyer, my doctor, all of it.
But be very careful. It's gonna snitch on you.
Yeah, it's gonna leak.
So whatever you do, Claude. But Venice is going to be great because Venice doesn't retain data. Privacy,
Yeah.
I think privacy is a big challenge with AI, and I love Venice. It's a great tool.
So that it seems like to me, like if you believe two things, that open source AI is going to dominate in the future, continue to be more popular, and also that AI demand and the demand for agentic AI is going to continue to go up. It seems like there's a lane for really, really cool token mechanism design, which is what you were just talking about. And that like a lot of the issues that crypto projects have had in the past is there wasn't a lot of revenues tied to these tokens. Like it was a future growth story that you were betting on something happening in the future. But now it's like the demand is real. And it seems like you can tie tokens to that demand in a really clear way. So that's awesome to hear. I think that's really dope.
Usage-based token economics models are going to be winners, right?
Same.
Because you can, like Helium did a phenomenal job with BME.
Yeah.
With Akash, we kind of adopted similar models. With the demand that's going crazy now, I think tying that back to the token economics is going to be beneficial. I'm actually very excited now that things are slowing down a little bit. There's a lot of capitulation, a lot of like market correction, a lot of protocols are dying and whatnot. I think the real economic, no longer you're going to have just speculation, just like, hey, I have a token for governance. I think that's not going to fly much.
It's not going to work anymore.
You got to tie down. You got to have some metric that you can optimize for and pay attention to. I'm very excited for this new wave of token economic design. I think it's all like, we see this quite a lot, right? Like every time there's a boom and a bust, you see the fundamentals go up. I only hope that this time it looks like market is recovering quite a bit now. At least the fundamental projects are gaining some attention.
Yep.
I really hope that we don't diverge into pure gambling like we always do. With NFTs first and then meme coins. I have no idea what this is going to be, but I really, really pray that the gambling won't return.
Stops. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also would prefer the real project. I mean, it's interesting for me because as a trader, I kind of identify the areas I think are going to get a lot more attention. And at one point that was NFTs, at one point that was meme coins. But like, I think it's really, really important. It's like why I really enjoy having you on and having other people on the pod is like to talk about the projects that are really doing well and have like real fundamentals behind them. So yeah, I do think the market's turning. I mean, stocks are fucking at all-time highs, bro. Everything else is ripping. Crypto is down and everything else is ripping. And we're just now starting to see the few really solid crypto protocols start to do well, like hype all-time highs today. Zcash has been doing well. So I do think that there was a lot of projects that weren't solid, and now we're seeing like the quality ones do well, which I think is going to continue for sure. So
yeah, and I think there's another point about how crypto and AI are going to win together. Like, so crypto stuff is very hard to use, right? Like, cash stuff, if you remove the credit card stuff, it's very hard to use, generally speaking.
Right.
A lot of things that you don't get that you get with traditional applications, you don't get with crypto. Agents don't have the problem. Agents can use
exactly
very easily.
Yeah.
So I was surprised how well agents were using Akash. It's like remarkable different. And I use Akash with agents now, only with agents now. I don't deal with the command line directly. But we're able to build so much now, so fast. It's unbelievable speed. Before, like I'm talking about 6 months ago, or even 3 months ago, our mode was focus.
Yep.
Even though we have a million ideas, really good ideas, right? You have to stay focused on doing one thing only. But that has flipped now. Because the failure cost is low, right? You have an idea, you can prototype that quickly, go to market very quickly, fail or succeed, you'll know very quickly, right?
Yeah.
And the failure cost has gone down, but the opportunity cost has gone up. Because if you don't do it, someone else is going to do it.
Somebody else is, yeah.
Right? Because AI, because you can produce this thing. So in a world has flipped now, what is that going to look like in terms of businesses and how they're exploring opportunities? For us, we want to, if we have an idea, we want to go to market as quick as possible, and then, whether we fail or succeed or proceed that way instead of rejecting ideas. So we're now a lot more open-minded to a lot more, and incredible things are happening across the team. All engineers now use our token maxing basically, and we measure their performance based on how much tokens they use.
Really?
I mean, you see the outcomes, but everybody's producing outcome. I mean, there's a lot of outcomes that's very impressive. But also, like, if you're not using tokens efficiently, you no longer have a place in the company. Like, we are very, very hard line on it. And if you ask me a question that you didn't ask Claude or AI before, that's another red flag on your thing.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
because
hardcore.
I don't know how much you use. You can connect using MCPs. You can connect every data source. Like we use Linear for our management. We connect that. Use HubSpot for whatever CRM. Use Google Analytics. We use Postgres database. We have so many tools that we use. You can connect all of them to Claude. You can just ask it questions. Hey, what is our conversion rate? How is the conversion rate affecting our revenues? What is our all these questions, that business questions that you normally have to go and ask your data guy to go build up your build up your dashboards or whatever. That's no longer the case. You literally go and ask. If you're a marketing person, you have a question about data, you go to Claude and you ask Claude before you approach an engineer to pull the report for you. So the amount of friction is so low in terms of getting data. The amount of asymmetry is so little in terms of information. There's no excuse for you to not get the information that you need if you haven't tried. So our bar has increased a lot now for anybody that comes and works for us. You have to learn how to use the systems, and you have to. Now we're also like evolving our systems in a way. It's going to sound a little technical, but I think it's important. How Brian, Coinbase allegedly is having non-developers develop production code. Did you see that thing? They fired out a bunch of people. And that's inherently dangerous because you don't really have. I think AI is not yet there in terms of having a non-developer just push production code. I mean, non-developers can build apps easily now with AI, but to build a production quality app, it takes a lot of effort. But I started asking the question, why does it matter? Does it matter? Do I have good code quality? So turns out it does matter if your systems are built in a way that are brittle. But what if you rebuild?
You can iterate on them. Yeah.
No. So what if you build your internal architectures to be more modular, more fault tolerant, in the sense like, how to build a gigantic application like ERP system we're building, right? To connect all your all your data sources and like sort of visualize and all that stuff. We made individual modules independent so that even if they fail, they can fail independently without taking down the whole system. So if you modularize and if you box your applications and you make them small applications, you can actually have non-engineers build your applications. Like you can. You just need to understand the failure surface. If you reduce the failure surface, because AI is really good for like starting new projects and shipping them quickly, but it's not so good at retrofitting into an old project. Especially if an old project has more than 2,000 lines of code, AI goes really down. The bigger the context, right? So what if you can create a system where you have very small context, smaller code bases, small failure surface, very strong validation criteria, and very strong hypermodularity. I think there is a new. This is what I'm talking about. New architectures for software engineering are emerging with these agents as the first users or first builders. Agent first building, and we're developing all these things that are I'm just enjoying because all these knowledge you gain over time, like 25 years of writing software, right? All this knowledge you gained over time are coming back now. All this modularity, all these like services-oriented architectures, all these architectures that are lost long time ago are coming back with these agents. It's a lot of fun to be
the microservices architecture.
Microservices, remember that stuff? That thing is gone, but
that's what I used to do, bro.
Because, right. So there's a big hype about it, but no, they went to monorepos where it's too hard to maintain microservices. But you need microservices now because you want an individual service to fail instead of taking down the whole system.
That's actually cool.
Exactly. So it's kind of fun to go back to those old concepts.
Well, we talked about a lot, man. Me and Banks, we kind of align with you, like how you said it's non-developers can now build things. We talk about it all the time, like the way that you change your work professionally. But we got Mayne waiting in the back. He's gonna hop on with us in a second. I appreciate you coming on. This has been
Greg,
very
seriously
insightful.
appreciate it. This has been
awesome.
great. Yeah, it's been awesome talking to you.
We gotta bring you back on in like a couple months, see how much stuff has changed.
Let's do it.
Cool, bro.
Thanks, guys.
Yo, later.
Love, Greg. Take care. That was sick. Oh, he's back, baby.
That was good. That was sick, bro. I learned a lot.
Yeah.
He's
Bro,
smart as
that
fuck.
Apple. You saw
Smart as fuck.
did you see the genuine excitement and glee in my face when he said Apple?
I did. I did, bro.
I didn't get him.
You were like surprised.
It's like, holy fuck, that was my answer. You stole my answer, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good take though, bro. Apple has spent like zero on building out all the models. They spent zero. They're just like, nah, we're good at this. We have distribution here. Somebody's gonna figure out that model shit.
Yeah.
Whenever they figure that shit out, we're just gonna take the best one and pop that shit in.
Makes
It's
perfect
honestly
sense.
crazy, bro. I agree. It's a good spot. Apple's not caught as much attention with the AI trade, but they're at all-time highs too, bro. All the stocks are at fucking all-time highs. Apple's at all-time highs. Google's at all-time highs. Nvidia's at fucking all-time highs.
What is that feedback we're getting? Is that his mic still? Production, can we swap Greg to Mayne? Wow, there he is.
What's up? What's up?
Mr. number 6.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. That's way too generous.
Mayne.
Way too generous.
Oh, you should be top 5.
Bro, and that picture you guys used.
See, you should be top 5. You made the fucking list, bro.
Yo, fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
The picture you guys used for me for announcing the stream as well is a violation. I don't know where you got that from. I think I only sent that picture to my wife. I'm like, where did these guys get this,
It's a picture
bro?
of his dick. Imagine his picture of his dick.
Wait, I want to see. I haven't even seen this.
Look at my screen. I have it pulled up.
That's crazy.
What the fuck, bro?
Dude,
That's
the
hilarious.
only thing I understood from that last segment is that Claude is reporting all of my fucking searches. That's the news I've gotten ever.
That was a given though. Now,
Greg's a good
we could've
brain, bro.
expected that.
He's a good brain.
That's so over, dude. Oh my god.
Bro, that was enough thick, dense content for my fucking pathetic little mind to get through for the next
Number
10
6
episodes.
here to dumb it down. Don't worry.
We love it. We love it. So first things first, we didn't really get into the list. How do you feel about the list? I want you and Z to really like kind of going back and forth on this and take our audience through it step by step, 1 through 25. Let's run that.
I just like
Z,
to clear. I
share-
definitely have Mayne
Z-
in the top 5.
Z,
by the way.
Z, pull
I appreciate you, bro.
Z, pull up the tweet on your thing so you can share your content with him and you guys can kind of go through it.
Oh, the tweet. Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm gonna take my 16th piss of the episode and then we'll
Bro, it's
Bro, you
hydrated.
might need to go to the doctor, bro. It's like 5 times every single episode.
It's just pure liquid coming out, just clear as ever.
no, it's actually
Nothing in it.
thick. It's actually thick, cloudy, dense, like yellow.
Did you say thick? You should type in a Claude and see what's wrong with you.
Bro, it
Take a
hurts.
picture-
Every
take a
time
picture of your
every
piss.
time I take a piss, I'm in agonizing pain.
Oh
Yeah,
my
bro.
god, no.
They did say chlamydia is on the rise in Europe, bro. You've been in Europe recently?
He got some shit, bro. We don't know.
Oh my god.
Gonorrhea is all time high in LA.
There you go. That's the one.
All right, I'll leave it to you guys.
But yeah, we did top 25 at CT general list. It was off the heels of like the top 25 streamers list that has been going around, been popping off. So yeah, I think we did okay. I don't think we did too bad on it. I know, Mayne, you've been on CT for a long time. Can you give the
long.
viewer just like a little bit about you, like how you got started with crypto, how you started on crypto Twitter?
So what's crazy is the only person on this list that I think was on CT when I first got on was Kobe.
Yeah.
So I think Kobe, obviously consensus number 1. I know he doesn't post as much as he used to. I mean, he's just had so many legendary calls and just kind of, culture and just been the guy for such a long time. But yeah, I got on crypto Twitter in April of 2014, bro.
Damn.
I used to be crypto Mayne, and I thought that I was pigeonholing myself to crypto, so I changed to trader Mayne. I really like Gucci Mayne. That's why I made my name, trader Mayne, crypto Mayne at the time. And I kind of got into crypto, like, as many people do. I had a friend who was telling me about it. He's like, yo, like, this is the thing. This was back in like 2012, 2011. So this is the future of money. And I'm like, yeah, but you also like bring me to multi-level marketing meetings every other week. So I'm not sure I trust your judgment.
Right.
But sure enough, like I kind of like was, aware of it. And then I started buying some, using it to like go on Silk Road, shit like that, gamble with. And then it had that bull run to, I think it was 1167. So $1,100.67 was the all-time high in 2013-14 cycle. And I just remember being like, hey, this thing was like dollars when he told me about it. Now it's $1,000. Maybe there's something here. And so I kind of caught the very tail end of that market and lost all of my money. Like made a little bit very briefly and then gave it all back. And then from there, it's like you're bitten. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, there's got to be a way that this works. And that's what got me on my trading journey. I started, you know, with Forex and paying for mentorships on how to do technical analysis and all this stuff. And I had that Twitter account the entire time and I didn't really use it. And then kind of 2016, 17 rolled around and I'd been trading FX kind of actively outside of my job. And I'm just like, I'm wondering if some of this shit I'm doing in these, you know, currency pairs will work in crypto.
Yeah.
And it did. So, I mean, you can go find charts from me from like 2014 to 2017 with like order blocks and fucking all this bullshit that everyone's using now. Chart and coins that don't even fucking exist anymore. And then the rest is kind of history, man. Like, you know how it goes, right? Like you just posting. I don't think anyone, I mean, maybe banks aside, a little more intentional. I had no thought of growing a social media audience.
Bro, me neither. Nothing.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? I arguably couldn't like had the least expectation of what was to come. Like I made a YouTube video in 2008 before I even knew that you can make a single dollar on social media, before anybody knew you can make money, before clout was a thing, before Instagram existed, you know, like
it just kind of happens, you know, like you're just posting and then after a while it's like, oh shit, like I have a few thousand followers and then 10,000 and then it just kind of snowballed like crazy. And so the rest is history, man. I've been known by many things as on, you know, online, the neck and all these different things, but really it's I think I was one of the early kind of TA guys, I would say for crypto. Definitely. Where it was like, hey, this stuff that works in traditional markets, it works in crypto as well. I had a huge Discord back in the day with many of the huge, massive accounts. Like if Hasaka was still active, you know, he would be on this list. Loma's on this list. Loma was in my Discord back in the day. And, you know, these guys became obviously beasts to their own right. And it's just crazy to see what's become of this industry and, you know, all that stuff since.
Hasaka was number one on Friend Tech, right? For a minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know. He just disappeared, bro. I don't know. Some people just like, I'm sure you get this too all the time, Z. Like you'll like think of someone and you're like, what happened to that guy? And then you'll go to their page and like they haven't tweeted in 5 years. And you're like, damn, like either they made it or
they went bust and fucking jumped off a building, right?
Yeah. God forbid in
GTA.
Minecraft. Yeah. There's a few people like that. A lot of people that I learned from. There was this one guy. His name is SFS Crypt. He made a lot of indicators on TradingView. He has some of the best like custom indicators on TradingView. A lot of them are still up. And he was around in like 2017 and he just like stopped posting one day. But his indicators, I still use his indicators. So it's still kind of cool.
Just like, yeah, but I think the list is good, dude. I think Kobe consensus.
Yeah.
I think Thread Guy's like the rookie of the year, you know, or like the MIP, you know, most improved. Like he's the new up and coming, like he's the guy. So love Thread Guy. I think Flood, you know, is above me. The hype trade, the conviction on the hype trade.
It, bro.
A little recency bias though, maybe, and you're being humble because you're you're the GOAT.
Flood's been doing the thing for a long time, man. I used to be in the BitMEX troll box with Flood, and like someone would be talking shit, and he'd be like hashtag or fucking / position. Bro. Show me like position. Just like show me your money, bro.
I mean, he would just Flood's easy in my top 3. I love the kid to death, and honestly, I love him on a personal level too. We spent some time in St. Bart's, and he's 100% the reason. I'll give him 80% of the reason why I pretty much ported hype at the beginning of the year, which I asked both of you guys. You two are a part of the fucking starting 5 lineup of where I go anytime I'm thinking about making a move in crypto.
Yeah,
I'll always ask Mayne. I'll always ask Z. And I find myself pulling trigger when you guys are all generally aligned.
The hype trade seemed obvious, right? But to do it with the size and level of conviction and doubling down that Flood did it with is is something I think beyond what most people think. Like a lot of people are like, oh, dude, I have a bunch of spot hype. It's like this guy was like, he's got a family office. He's like 80% hype. He's got an options play.
Good for
on
him,
hype.
bro. Good for him.
You know, he's farming the airdrop on hype. He's shit, like he was on every possible avenue and way to be bullish on this asset class like I've never seen before. And I think it will go down as one of the greatest trades, you know, in crypto for a very long time. Like
with size too. This bro is already filthy fucking rich.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's sick. It's fucked up.
Oh, it's disgusting, dude. It's disgusting. But I think the list is good. I think at the end of the day, right, it's like this kind of stuff is subjective. Yeah. But you know, I'm not complaining about number 6. I'm not complaining at all.
If you had to make any changes, remove 3 people from this list and add 3.
Well, first of all, Z's got to be in there.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
Appreciate you.
I got you in my top 5 for sure. For a couple of reasons. Like one, the Solana trade equally as epic, right? The meme coin, somewhat of a super cycle, but like the memes moved, man. We had a meme coin cycle and you were early to it. And also just being someone who has a large audience on Twitter, I've had a fraction of what you've experienced on the negative side this cycle. And it's got to be like a Black Mirror episode for you, I'm sure, being like, what the hell is going on, dude?
We reference Black Mirror at least 3 times an episode, by the way.
Yeah, like it did. And like, I get it. I get like a little bit, you know, I get the occasional death threat and like whatever, like you're a bald, fat piece of shit. And I'm like, ow, fat? Really? Like other 2 things, probably true. But like you were getting assault and you just kept showing up, bro, and doing your thing. And I got a lot of respect for that. And I know you're a good trader. Like that's what I think got lost in the sauce a little bit with like, oh, I just want Z to, you know, shill my ticker. So like, bro, this guy used to write these threads on CoinZimp, right? Not even on the main. Yeah, where bro went deep and like, you know, thoughtful thesis, analysis, TA blended with FA. I'm like, this guy cares and he's clearly smart. But you know,
and listen, I'm going to take an additional victory lap for my boy because he's incredibly well-mannered and humble, but I am not. Yeah, look at it. Look at this tweet. We posted this tweet before the episode with all the clips attached. I mean, brother, I guess this is a general question to you too, like how you feel about the show, but I mean, Z still got it, bro. You saw the timeline after episode 1. It was all no Bitcoin, no Solana, fucking whatever, the naysayers. And Z went on to, you know, go in depth about his positions in Hyperliquid and VVV and Zcash. And I mean,
bro, what's even better than this was, I think it might've been after episode 1. Cause you had asked Z, when did you get in a Sol and like, when did you get out? And you know, he's like, I bought it like, I don't know, $150 and I sold it like 200 plus. I was like, no, you fucking didn't. And he's like, timestamp. Like, there you go, bro. I posted on the main channel too.
Beanie's like, oh, my fault, my bad. I'm gonna keep the tweet up.
Yeah. So, but that's crypto Twitter, bro. Like, it's just like you could just say things on the internet. Like you could just make up anything about anyone.
And again, it's very Black Mirror-esque. Like people will always err to the side of like what's going to engage the most with the audience, what's going to farm the most likes, the most engagement. It's this dopamine fucking thing that you see. Like, you know, have you ever seen like an average person, like a mom or dad, like go slightly viral on the internet? Have you ever seen that happen?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the way they react,
of fame.
The way they react to it is always the same. And it's very odd. It is very Black Mirror-esque. You'll see them almost like get a little bit manic about it. They'll start tweeting more and they'll start fucking, you know what I mean? It's really weird.
Yeah, it's trying to hold on to sand. You know what I mean? Like it's fleeting. You get your 15 minutes and, you know, to stay relevant for as long as Z has, you know, there's more there than just meme coins and stuff. But crypto Twitter I think Twitter is probably the most toxic of the social media platforms.
I mean, without a question, yeah.
And then you combine that with crypto. It's just like crazy. We've created
now we're stacking AI on top of it. We're stacking AI on top of it too. It's insane.
It's my cesspool, so I don't give a shit, man. Like I'm out of the sewer from here anyways. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, same way, bro. I know you talked a little bit about how when you first started on crypto Twitter, there was I felt a lot more of a focus on like TA and charts and all that. I feel like when I started, I started in crypto around like 2017. So when I hopped on CT, but I feel like back then the like general vibe on like crypto and crypto Twitter was a lot more positive than it is now. I mean, it was like even the people who had no idea about anything, they were like, yeah, I know I don't know anything about anything. How can I learn? Who do I learn? Like, what do I look at? And everybody was like very free with sharing information, sharing their ideas. And it didn't really matter as much if you were wrong on stuff. Because I know there were so many coins back then that people were wrong on and went to fucking zero. Like the first altcoin I bought was Digibyte and some other random shit like Patientory.
That shit just sounds like it's going to zero.
Digibyte, bro. Digibyte on Bittrex was the first altcoin I ever bought. But I feel like now the general sentiment on crypto Twitter is a lot more negative, and I kind of do take some of the responsibility for that. I feel like a lot of the meme coin stuff, like, yeah, I knew that Solana was going to do well, and because I knew Solana was going to do well, that there was going to be things on chain that did well. Given Doge went to fucking 80 billion the cycle before, I know there's going to be some meme coins that do well. But it's like, just generally, I feel like meme coins did detract from the general, just like, I don't know, it might have lowered the IQ of CT because people are just like...
I think it's fair to say also misery loves company. And like we said, like the stock market has outperformed crypto over the last 2 years. Crypto hasn't been
for sure.
Exactly like the most fun place to be.
Well, people. We also became a little more mainstream too, right? And there's more people who pull. It felt like CT was a community back in the day. It felt like we were the homies. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go and I know this guy posts good stuff and I'm gonna do my research. Like, yeah, there was scamming going on and shit, but it wasn't like everything got institutionalized. Even the grifting got institutionalized. Like you have VCs, right, who are effectively like ICO shillers, like from back in the day. Like they're going to scam you on this meme coin that they have a better entry on than you, and they're just going to sell it to oblivion. But now they're doing it in a suit behind the name of a fund. And I think that part changed. I miss it, dude, because I used to learn a lot on Twitter, where now I'm just kind of like, I post and I don't really look at anyone else's shit, to be honest with you, which is a little bit sad. And I don't even post like I used to do. I used to do like infographics and I do all this, like, I do that stuff on YouTube now because the YouTube audience, dude, we love these videos. Please don't stop. Like 100% like to dislike ratio.
How do we fix it?
Meanwhile, on Twitter, I post something. They're just like, you're fucking bald, ugly, gay. I'm like, what? Like, oh, dude, you posted this trade 6 months ago and I lost my ass on it. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, whoa, dude. So it's just lost a bit of that. It's unfortunate. I don't know how we get back or if it's possible, but I agree. It was different. It was better. And I think a lot of the people, you know, like we're also to blame. Not you and me necessarily as much as we're part of it, but like the culture became more like you're only as good as your last trade. Yeah. This guy was bearish and it went up. Let's fucking nuke this guy. It's like, oh, this is like a awesome dude who's contributed like a lot of great stuff to the site, and he was short Bitcoin, God forbid, and it went up. And it's like, now this guy sucks.
The average person also is really quick to forget like who aided them and helped them in a good trade or making.
I'm not.
No, neither am I. But the average person's like hits a good trade, they're a fucking genius, and they miss a trade, and it's all your fault.
Bro, anytime someone talks shit to me, the first thing I do is I click on our DMs and I just see if they've been in my DMs groveling, asking me for stuff, if I've helped. And sometimes it's like, dude, I have a 50 back and forth DM with you where you're asking me what an order block is. Yeah. I got 500,000 followers and I answered you and I took the time to do it. Right. And now I post something you don't like and you're yelling at me. It just doesn't make any sense, but it is unfortunate. And I do think like other platforms, there's a little bit more of like bro, if you don't like it, like fucking don't follow. But Twitter, anyone can say anything, right? Anyone can have a voice. Whereas like the comment section on YouTube doesn't really work the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's interesting. I mean, I'm grateful for it, but I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot from the other people on CT in the early days. It's honestly how I taught myself how to trade. So I feel like we just kind of have to brute force it. Like I feel like if you are just putting out, like you do, you put out great content consistently all the time. The people who have a ton of followers are pretty consistent and transparent with like the information that they're putting out. I feel like it'll shift back towards that direction. At least I hope so.
I think what Banks said is super accurate too. Is like we kind of been like the ugly stepchild for a minute now, like a year basically. We've been getting shit kicked by everything, bro. Yeah, like, everything is kicking our ass, man. It's really sad.
But that's why I think content like this, what you're doing, Mayne, what we're trying to do, I think it's so important. You guys know I'm no stranger to like this sentiment or trying to push this narrative agenda of more people creating content in this type of format. I've pilled both of you guys separately on doing more shit like this several different times over the course of meeting you guys. I feel like I have such a unique like relationship with crypto, and even the way that I came long after you guys. And what dragged me to kind of the center of CT was NFTs. And that clicked for me just because of my history with gaming and Counter-Strike skins and like CryptoPunks, really like the history of it. I got super pilled on it. Classic. Gary called me, Logan Paul, fucking Mr. Beast. You guys have all heard the story a million times. And I just remember like, if I could sum up like that NFT meta wave, like that period of time, it's WAGMI. Remember, like, just WAGMI, we're all going to make it. And I just remember being celebrated and championed and like feeling super welcomed and embraced. And I would make all these like culture plays and just go fucking ape into these mints and like join these discords. And, you know, I was getting my own fucking little dopamine high off all of it. But like, I don't know, I would never do that now. I would never go support. I'm just not doing shit for the culture because like the culture's so shitty.
Someone like you has a unique problem. And there's a few things. First of all, the WAGMI thing, like I think Pump.fun is partly to blame. Shout out to Elon. What is he, number 25? just barely made it on there. Yeah. But because Pump.fun changed the psychology of altcoin traders, in my opinion. Like altcoin traders used to all be Murad. Like I'm riding and dying for my fucking coin. I'm Chainlink Army. I'm XRP Marine, or I'm Chainlink Marine. I'm an XRP Army. This is my fucking coin. I'm Cardano till I die. Whereas Pump.fun now, it's like, dude, what is the runner for the next 12
Trenches,
hours?
PvP, drilling charts, fuck it, and so slitting people's throats.
That I think has affected this. We're all gonna make it. It's like, no, the trenches is such an appropriate name. Everyone fucking died in the trenches, bro. If you study the war, the trenches were the worst place to be, bro. Barely anyone fucking survived. But like for you specifically, like because you're mainstream coming to crypto, much like, you know, other celebrities that we've had, you know, come to crypto and usually end up like they launch a coin. Everyone's like, fuck you. Initially, your intentions are good. The problem that everyone makes, in my opinion, from the celeb side coming to crypto is if you attach yourself to a coin, you're going to get fucked. Because the moment that coin doesn't go up, they're blaming you. 100%. Like it's just how it is. No matter what you did, you could never sell. It does not 100%. Matter. It's your fault.
You could take a 6-figure loss on it.
Yeah, it's your fault no matter what.
You get some shit tattooed on your body. Yeah, you should just never attach your name to something so volatile and something that you have such little like
control over, bro.
Yeah,
you have no control over the price of the token. And so
Trump came in, dropped Mulaney, and every fucking culture coin, that entire meta got sucked out and swept.
Yeah, it's like, what have you done for me lately? And so there's people saying, well, if FaZe Banks talks about my bags, that's good for me. I'll make money. The moment my bag's not going up, it's his fucking fault. But that's like, you know, part of the you know, society, you know, in general, and it's this victimhood mentality. No one can take responsibility for their own shit. Like back in the day,
and a negative hate farm will always be more liable to like bang, and just the way engagement works on Twitter. Like Twitter, obviously, we've talked about this, is kind of a naturally very negative place.
Look at this Oracle guy, bro. Everyone's shitting on this guy because he's down like 30 mil. I'm like, he has the ability to be down 30 mil is what I'm thinking about.
Bro, he literally has like his lifetime P&L is like 100 million or something crazy.
I'm like, wait, we're bad at this guy for probably taking profit on staked hype. He's up 9 figures. It's just but it's at all-time high and he's short, dude. Fuck this guy.
It's so detached too, and it really is very Black Mirror-esque. It's like, what kind of sick fucking human could look at somebody in person to their face who just lost $30 million and like laugh at them or like berate them? Like, you'd have to
would never happen in real life. It wouldn't happen.
You have to be. If somebody told me that face to face, I'd fucking, oh my God.
Well, you're not in the same room as that guy, bro. That's what the beauty of Twitter is. It's like, I try and tell these people, I'm like, you have the ability to tweet at billionaires. There's anons with hundreds of millions of dollars that you could be getting info from. Instead, you're shitting on people because you're negative and you're just like butthurt. Like, that's why guys like, I think Kobe, GCR, they don't post anymore because it's like, what's the fucking point? Oh, GCR said ETH was going to 10K. It's like, okay, maybe he's wrong on that call. That 90 other ones that he laid up for you were all bang on, but like, oh, he was bullish on ETH and it did go up. Fuck him, he's washed.
Yeah. What do you think on like markets right now? Do you have a strong opinion on crypto or like crypto versus stocks in general?
So I look at the stock market and I don't understand what's going on at all. I'll be completely frank with you. Like I shorted that move that we had a few months ago down to like 6,300 or whatever it was on the S&P. And I thought I'd caught the top because it looked very similar to the prior top, like in 2022. And I was like, all right, this is finally it. Like the economy is now catching up, or the stock market is now going to catch up to what the economy is actually doing, which is fuck all.
Yeah.
I did not expect this V bottom full reversal. I know that this is massively overweighted to a few companies, and it just kind of seems like this incestuous clusterfuck of AI, data centers, and chips, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But I have, like, as a trader, it's in an uptrend. Anytime there's a bullish opportunity, you just have to take it, and you do that until you're wrong. And you might get 5 trades in a row right, and then you long the top. It's like, who cares? So that's kind of where I'm at with equities, like long and strong until I'm proven wrong. Like there's no signs of this slowing down yet. Do I think that this is sustainable and X, Y, and Z? No, but I'm not nearly like, I'm smart enough to know that I'm not smart enough to make that call. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be Michael Burry calling the top like an infinite amount of times. Like you hear guys like Paul Tudor Jones being like, yo, like this is the music's slowing down, whether it's stopped or not. Like we're in a scary place. Buffett's in more cash than ever before. But who knows? We could go to 10,000 before that actual correction happens. Right. And then let's say we correct 40%. We're at 6,000. Like we're where we're a month ago. So I don't really know. As for crypto, I think we're through the lion's share of the downside, both in time and price. I think there's going to be a bottom sometime Q3, Q4 of this year, assuming everything remains the same with the 4-year cycle. It's just a question of whether or not that's a lower low to 50K or it's a higher low. You know, we go up to 90 here and that higher low is, you know, in the 70s. So like I want to be deployed in Bitcoin end of this year, 100%.
Got you. Word. Yeah, bro. Stocks are crazy. They just don't stop.
Bro, I told my brother's a dentist. So
when
he's
does the
like,
bubble pop? When do we go down?
Dude, my brother's a dentist. So he's just like money in the retirement account every month, right? And he's been playing with a little bit and he's watching guys on YouTube who are like, just buy these semiconductor companies. And I told him, I was like, dude, this thing's getting overheated. He's up a lot on his retirement portfolio. I'm like, take some profit. I tell him to take profit. We rip another 30%. He's like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, dude. Like I can't win. Like I don't know what to say. Like,
bro, it's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense to me. So I guess just hold forever.
Yeah,
this is fucking insane. This chart that I have up.
Oh, it's nuts.
This is fucking crazy.
I mean, the interesting thing that's happening right now that is like has never been happening before is like how much AI is changing how people work and how more efficient, at least on the software side for sure, in the past like year or so. So that's like the interesting piece is that there are like revenues attached to it. I think honestly, what I think could possibly top stocks in the AI trade. And we kind of talked about it a little bit with the last guest Greg. He was saying like he thinks open source AI is going to win. So if you think open source AI is going to win, which means like the models that are much cheaper for everybody to access are as good as the closed source models that Anthropic, OpenAI are putting out, then it's like, okay, OpenAI and Anthropic are at like $1 trillion valuations. Like they're going to IPO, they may IPO at like 2 trillion. SpaceX is going to IPO around like 2 point something trillion. So like if those IPOs happen at the same time as like the open source AI is getting really, really good and China starts ramping up their investments on the energy side and all of those things are happening, and then it's like, okay, are the tech companies as strong or are their revenues as durable in that situation? That's kind of what I like the one thing I could think of like top in the market. Also, I think like how much the tech companies are spending on like the investment in AI is also inflationary at the time. Like that's affecting other inputs for other people.
Sure.
So that's an interesting piece. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's if you're a TA trader, you don't really care. Like you just like it's an uptrend. You keep ripping it.
Dude, just long and long. And it is kind of crazy. I would never have thought I would be longing the S&P 500 at $7,400 or 7,400 here, but I am. And I remember COVID. I remember those numbers. It didn't seem like that long ago. Yeah. But I mean, I think you're also seeing America kind of reindustrialize on the fly and become this AI superpower because they have to. Because otherwise,
no choice, bro.
you have another choice. China wins, and as a Canadian, bro, like I'm still up and to the right on America. Like I know a lot of people are like, it's the fall of the American Empire. It's like, you know, the fall of ancient Rome. I'm like, you know, the fall of ancient Rome took like 200 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if America is done and topped, like you're going to be dead before it even matters. So I'm still bullish on America, and I'm bullish on the most bullish chart of all time, which is the S&P 500 to just go up and to the right over my lifetime. I like, what else do you do?
Yeah. You talked a little about Canada versus the U.S. Have you been watching any of the NHL playoffs?
Of course, man. We got one team left at. You know, a Canadian team has not won the Stanley Cup since 1993.
Wait, for real? This 1993?
1993.
Isn't it like half and half on like U.S. teams versus Canadian teams, or how does it?
But it's like basketball. Like, you know, back in the day, the Celtics and Lakers won all the chips. Like back in the day, the Montreal Canadiens won all the fucking Stanley Cups. So the Montreal Canadiens, which are the last team still in for Canada, they last won a cup 1993. That was the last Canadian team. Vancouver went to the final in 94, lost. We rioted. Calgary or Edmonton went to the final in 2006. Vancouver in 2011, we lost. We rioted. And then Edmonton lost the last 2 years to fucking Florida, bro. Like, imagine losing to a place where it don't even snow. Like,
they lost back to back to Florida.
To Florida back to back.
Florida's hockey team.
Florida has 2 hockey teams, bro. Tampa Bay and Miami.
Tampa Bay Lightning. I did know Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, and the Florida Panthers. They're out of Fort Lauderdale. But yeah, so I'm cheering for the Canadians, bro, because you know, please.
Yeah, we got the Polymarket.
We've been taking L's, dude. We've been taking L's. We lost the World Series.
Yeah.
We're losing in the NHL.
Yeah.
We lost the gold medal game in hockey. Damn. We're not the 51st state. Like,
that was sick, by the way.
Won't allow it.
That game.
Was nasty game, bro. But yeah, I'm on Montreal. I'm on Montreal heavy. Carolina's a better team, but Montreal's scrappy.
They play tonight, right? We got the
they play I think in 2 hours or something like that.
So we're gonna ride with Mayne and trade Montreal. Yeah.
8 Montreal. This is good value. And again, my favorite part about Polymarket is the market part of it. So like, I bet on the Spurs early on in the playoffs because everyone had OKC winning. Yeah. When the Spurs went up 1-0 in the Western Conference Final, I cashed out some of my position. So even though I had the Spurs to win the championship, I'm able to make money because I'm basically in profit on that trade.
You can pull out. Can we talk?
We have that too. We have the same one. We took the Spurs to win because when Tristan was on, he was like, "Yo, it's either going to be the Spurs or it's going to be OKC. It's not going to be the East. It's going to be one of those two." So we actually also have the Spurs.
I'm in the Spurs from 17.
Yeah, we're in the Spurs from 22%, and now it's at 31%.
Bro, let's just ride with Wemby, bro. Wemby.
Yeah, I was about to say, should we just add? Should we double down?
He's a free.
Well, yeah, they lost last night, bro, and he had an off game.
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing out of his mind. He's playing like he has a chip on his shoulder too, though. Like do
you know the story about him and Chet Holmgren?
No, it isn't.
So they played in like a U18 kind of like international tournament, and Wemby, like both 7-footers, plus, so they get compared. Wemby fouled out of the championship game that they lost to America, and Chet won the MVP with like 11 points. Meanwhile, Wemby fouled out with like 25, 10, and 10 kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And you can just see him. He's been angry. And so, Chet's won the chip last year. Everyone's hyping him up. Wemby was like training with Shaolin monks, like going all sorts of crazy shit, bro. Like, dang. I don't know. I like Wemby a lot. I think
he's a freak. I've seen some really crazy. Yeah, I've seen some crazy takes, like best basketball player of all time and fucking.
Let's not disrespect my GOAT Ramon James here, but he's up there. I think he could be an all-time great, which is crazy to say about a guy who's 20.
Yeah.
He's fucking 8 feet tall.
I think it's a great series, honestly.
How about your Knicks, bro?
Bro, I'm Sixers, bro.
Why does everybody think that? It's because
he lives in New York.
It's because I'm New York.
You live in New York. So that game was fucking insane, by the way. That was wild.
That was an unbelievable comeback, and it was basically just Brunson cooking James Harden one-on-one for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah, I think they're going to take
Copeland, CEO Polymarket, was courtside, and I was like in real time swiping up, and he fucking that was probably. That had to have been one of the best games to.
So Chiefing Za, right, Z? So we would be at from Twitter. Yeah. So we would be at Miami Heat games, and on Polymarket, right? And the heat are down, and we're like, fucking, now's the time to ape. Like, that's when it's the most fun. You know what I mean? Like, the game's happening.
Yeah.
The other team goes on a 10-0 run. You're like, okay.
I do think it's the advantage of Polymarket versus the traditional ways to trade it, because you can get in and out of positions a lot easier live. Like, that is the one differentiator, which I think is cool.
We talked about a FaZe deal with Polymarket a year and a half ago with the guys, and one of the running concepts that I had was live trading courtside.
It's looking like a good
it's
show.
like a laptop. Yeah, I mean,
show.
it's also just like viral.
Shane,
content.
if you're listening, I'm down to start that idea again with these three guys right here. Just let me know where to go.
Let's go.
Shane, get us tickets courtside. We'll sit down with laptops.
What's the new house called? Fuck them, whatever they're called.
We'll also we'll fucking rig it and take both sides. So we win no matter what.
See, this guy's a natural for CT, man. You long and short, and then you only post the winner.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's CT 101, man.
Yeah. But I know you. We talked about like the growth of CT a lot. I know you started on CT as like a trader, but also now you're a builder as well. I know you're a founder. Can you talk a little about like what your business Breakout, how that's been doing trading and building, and like your insights there? I know you work Kraken, right?
Yeah, Kraken acquired us in September.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, so much more fun
really
than trading, or at least trading lately, I guess. I used to find trading very exciting because I was learning. There was a lot going on. I felt like we were in this cool new space that was growing. I feel like lately my trading's very boring. I don't know if you get that vibe, but like the trades that I take that do well are not like exciting, crazy, sexy trades. It's like, it's just like bread and butter. Like, this is what's going to happen. I took like a trade on hype last week. I'm like, hey, this is my bread and butter setup. Take the trade. Obviously it's nice when it works out, but good trading, like legit trading, is quite boring. It's systematic. It's process oriented. And after you do it for so many years, you kind of lose the luster a little bit. You know what I mean? And I used to trade a lot more. Now I'm much more high time frame, way less assets. And so when the opportunity came for Breakout, I approached my business partner, Alex, who you know, I saw this proliferation of prop firms going on. And it, to me, was like, hey, this is a tool that exists for traders that should exist for crypto. It was as simple as that. This is not like reinventing the wheel. It's like bringing this wheel over to our industry. So we launched it, and we kind of couldn't have timed it better. I mean, we launched the business when Bitcoin was at 25,000, and we sold it when it hit 125,000. So we kind of caught the entire bull run and all the things in between. And it's just like a different experience. I know you're doing with Bullpen.fun. Like, it's just having employees, having like your day is not driven by your P&L. You know what I mean? Like, it's just different things are motivating you, different challenges, different problems, getting to work with awesome people like, Crypto Cred, Abe Trade. Like, my whole founding team is cracked. They're all awesome people. They're my friends. And it was just sick. I mean, getting acquired by Kraken, it's funny. I wrote down in my little diary, my little gay journal, that I'm going to sell this business to a centralized exchange. Because I'm like, this is the perfect add-on business for a centralized exchange. You have spot, perps, options, prop. And it just kind of worked out that way. Shout out to the Alchemist, my boy, for helping me get that connection with Kraken. And, we went there, we pitched, and like they offered to buy the company like same day, basically. It was crazy.
Nice.
But we're still involved. That's what I like about it too, right? Is they didn't want to change what we were doing and be like, hey, now we own this. We're going to blow it up and make it ours. Like, we're still Breakout. I'm still working on the business every day. We just launched our new terminal. We got some other really exciting stuff I can't leak quite yet that we're going to be coming with, in the next couple of weeks here. And it's just been a fun new challenge. And the idea that this came from me making a random Twitter account, like all the stuff that's happened since then, and the ultimate thing being like, I sold a company for like a crazy sum of money to soon to be publicly traded company, is fully nuts.
Sick.
Brother, you deserve it. If there's
fuck.
anybody that I've met in CT and through this whole experience that I feel like deserves it, it's you. You put in the time, you put in the effort, you provided a ton of value, and you're a great guy.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you coming on. I feel like
Of course,
this needs
man.
to be a regular occurrence, right?
Anytime, man. I'd love to come on here and chop up some charts sometime. Next time you got maybe not
Yeah.
as many guests heavy, we could do like a chart half hour or something. Just
I'm
rip
down.
through the big ones. That'd be
Definitely
fun.
down.
And if
Bro,
they're ever-
last time I hopped in you guys' chat, I was telling you guys to buy Zcash.
Dude. So you know a guest, real quick before I go, a guest I'm gonna get you guys on here.
Yeah.
I have a friend. This is my Indian quant. Okay. And I say this with the utmost level of respect. This is one of those guys has been on every leaderboard and on. Like, you don't know you're like, who's this guy? Ungodly sums of money.
Yeah.
FTX, every trading, every exchange, every trading, like he's on the leaderboard. Okay. This guy's like Solana from pennies. He's god tier behind the scenes, and he's cooking up something cool that I think when it goes live, it will be very interesting to talk about. The company's called Rails, if you want to look into it already, but when it's ready with the next thing that they're doing, he would be a very fun person to interview because he's like a god tier GCR level trader, in my opinion. Like, he'll just message me. He'll be like, Zcash, that's it. And it's at like 100. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, where are you wrong? Stop sizing. And he's like, I bought like a gross 8-figure amount. And then like it triples. I'm like, it must be topping here. He's like doubling down. And it's like closing here. And it's like the peak of top. So he would be a fun guy to chat to because he's a killer on the trading side. And he's doing some really cool stuff on the infrastructure side behind a lot of the companies you see in TradFi coming to crypto. He's building literally the rails for these companies to work with crypto now. He would be super fun to talk to.
Fire. No, definitely want to have him on. He sounds like a Chad. There's so many of those like low-key people that you would never know and are just like crushing it like out of nowhere. It's insane. CT is like,
I met this guy in person and like I'm just like
like no
what?
way.
He's like, dude, I'm a big fan of you. I was like, dude, I'm a fan of you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's your Twitter? He's like, I don't have one.
That's awesome.
He's got like an egg Twitter with 3 followers on there, and he follows like me, you, and like Flood. Like,
that's
it's just
so
like,
funny.
It's insane, dude. It's insane. But Giga Chat, there's so many. So be nicer to people on Twitter. You never know who has 9 figures and could be, giving you some actual good intel.
It's true. It's definitely true, bro. It's true.
Good piece of advice.
But yo, man, yeah, we talked a little bit about, I mentioned Bullpen. We're actually doing a competition around trading comp. I don't know if you have, like, how much free time you have, but would love to have you involved with it. I'm doing it. Yeah, we just started it today, but we're still have a open, you can still join. Yeah, bro, I'd love to have you on if you want to hop in.
Is it one of those ones where I join and I take 0 trades and end up winning? Because everyone blows up.
No, I'm not gonna be negative, so you're not gonna win if I'm in it.
Let's go. Okay, I'll fit it. I gotta finish top 6. I gotta do my rank well.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Word.
I'm winning or coming in dead last. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah,
That's the way
Banks is
to-
also joining.
Bro, it's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it. Oh, the prize pool's 100 G's, bro.
Yeah, exactly. 100 G's.
Yeah, that's some money. That's some money. I always find funny people like, I don't want to do these trade competitions. It's like, well, like, dude, it's like, these are those things. It's like airdrops, bro. It's like, it's money on the floor. You could get lucky, hit one trade, and end up winning this thing.
Exactly.
That's what I'm banking on, baby.
Hell yeah.
Let's see.
Well, cool, man. Yeah, appreciate you coming on. Definitely want to have you on again.
Anytime, boys.
We got to link up soon, bro. We still need to hit a hockey game. We need to go to a hockey game. I know we say it like multiple times, but we need to go to one. How many games are in the Montreal series left? Are they
best of 7? First game's tonight. That would be a fun game to go to if Polymarket wanted to get us some tickets or something. That would be a sick fucking game to.
Where's
to
game
hit.
7? Where's game 7? Let's be real. We're
it's
not
Montreal and what?
It'll be in Carolina, but a game in Montreal's barn, like in their arena, will be absolutely nuts. The French Canadians are insane, bro.
Bro, we need to do that.
Insane.
That'll be live. That would actually be sick. I've never.
Is there a game by chance on a Thursday? Be kind of sick if we did a fucking live show with Mayne like on the ice.
There probably is game 3 or 4 next Thursday. I wouldn't be surprised in Montreal.
That'd be crazy. We'll see if shit lines up. I wouldn't be opposed to it. That'd be cool.
I'll catch a flight. You let me know.
Cool.
All right, fellas. Appreciate the time, y'all.
Man, you're the GOAT, brother.
Later, brother.
Later.
The 6. Love.
The 6.
Dude, he's the GOAT, man. He's the best.
Go, bro.
He's the best. Flood dropped out. He fucking hates us.
Bro, hypes up too much, bro. He don't care about us.
Yeah, he's too rich.
He's too rich, bro.
He's too rich. He's too busy fucking eating caviar and fucking hoes on gold sheets.
Literally, he's doing anything right now. Literally anything.
Bro doesn't even have a whip anymore. He just has fucking 10 people who carry him everywhere he goes.
Like a king on a fucking with the chairs.
King Flood. We'll bring him on next week. Yeah, he had to drop out. We were gonna bring Flood on, chop it up 20, 30 minutes, just about Hyperliquid. Kind of celebrate that, do a final victory lap. I don't know, man. I feel like we got through most of what we wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we covered a lot of stuff. We had some good guests too. That was good.
Bro, I'm feeling good about this show, man, and I'm feeling love too. Even the fucking like the CT list we expected, I guess, mixed response on that.
Now. Yeah, let me see.
No, the replies are good. Like it's engaging. Like I don't know. I think CT could use more shit like this. You know, more like I don't know.
I think they'll appreciate it once they see that like it's actually genuine, which I think they didn't believe it was at the beginning, but like are now more believing the more times that we do it. Like, oh, they're actually serious. They're actually trying.
But I know, by the way, I know we talked a lot about this, and this is interesting kind of behind the scenes shit. Again, we've been building this and working on this since 2025, right? Like,
yep,
5, 6, 7 months almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I know a huge part of why we ultimately, both of us, for our own separate reasons, took the leap and decided to hard commit. We've committed so much time, effort, energy, resource, money to this shit, and to this vision, and real honest work on it. I know a huge part of it was just like, I don't know, the constant effort to just like be represented properly and just like not be like misconstrued or misrepresented. And just like, I don't know, I just feel like it's so much easier for people to see what your intentions are, what you actually believe, like as it like leaves your mouth, as opposed to words on a screen. Like it does a better job at one, humanizing us, but I also think two, I don't know. I think you spend enough time talking to Mayne. At least in my experience, it's really clear and obvious you guys are here for, you know, the right reasons, whatever the fuck that means, right?
Yeah, trying to have a positive impact. But yeah, I think it's good, bro. I think it's good. And I always see like with the people who have followed me for like a longer period of time, you kind of see the difference between those people and the people who like are just more recently following.
And guys, speaking of following, good to use buttons. Thank you, Michael. Speaking of following, follow the Twitter guys. We're really trying to curate this community. I'm constantly looking at my mentions. You know, it's a fucking absolute war zone in there between all the fucking mainstream streaming phase shit, this shit. We just went at length and talked about how, you know, overwhelmingly negative CT's been over the last couple of years. But anybody who has a willingness to just like be better, create some sort of positive discourse around these subjects, you know, we're trying. I mean, I'm really proud of this. Again, this is you, but I'm like, I think it's just like such a good like omen for things to come. I feel like there's going to be many more moments like this. And again, it's just a matter of fact, I'll say it one more time. You know, if you've been following and actually listening, especially to what my man Z has been talking about, it's fucking, you know, this motherfucker used the old logo. The fuck? What am I gonna say? I knew you were gonna say, because I'm OCD. I'm OCD, and I'm the.
They thought they were gonna sneak it by you. No, sir.
By the way, they also tried to fucking hoe you in the first graphic said 20%.
They did.
They actually went live.
Bro,
they posted
I looked at that shit like twice. I was like, wait, bro, there's no way. It's literally impossible. I can do mental math. There's no way.
Which, by the way, outperforming like the general consensus 20% in 3 weeks is great. That's a fucking absolute home run. But 83% is
yeah, that's just hard.
In crypto, yeah. So guys, follow the Twitter and fucking stay engaged. Like we're not going anywhere. I'm super proud of what we're building here, and it's really up only, honestly, as far as the show's concerned. I woke up really excited for this today. I'm enjoying this. It feels good. Guys, let us know who you guys want as a guest for episode 5. Where can we like curate like a chat? Like, should we make a fucking Telegram around this, or
I think that Discord we got to post more in the Discord, because we got the MarketBubble Discord.
Pull up the overlay, Michael, or somebody. But like, let's be honest, are we gonna sit in a Discord, or are we gonna like train ourselves to be active in a Discord? We're on Telegram. I don't know. We'll talk about this off cam, or maybe even like guys in the chat, people who are interested in the show and kind of having direct access and lines to us. Maybe we do some sort of Telegram channel. I don't know, but I want to talk to you guys. I want to have these conversations, you know, throughout the course of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And Sal has an agent sitting in there. It's reading everything. Even on like, you know, busy days, we can pop in and ask the agent, yo, what are the most interesting things that were talked about in this chat? I don't know. We want to build the show with you guys. We want to start bringing some of you guys up to speak and engage that way. We have a ton of interesting ideas on how to engage with the community and really make this like communal thing that we're building with you guys. We talked a little bit about the fucking AI co-host. There's an infinite number of things that we can do with this show, with this IP, with us as hosts, with the resources that we have personally and have been afforded to us because of, you know, things like this. And yeah, we're open. This is like brand new. Episode 4, bro.
Episode 4.
What's 40 gonna look like? What's 40 gonna look like? What's 400 gonna look like? I'm fucking
sick.
I'm excited, bro. Follow the Twitter.
Yeah. I want to pull up the competition so we
please do
give this a shout. But yeah, please follow the Twitter. Please follow the Twitter. It's beautiful. The graphics are great. But yeah, just another shout on Bullpen. We got the competition going on right now. 100K prize pool. I think we're gonna have some trickle in sign up. So if you still want to participate, reach out. Probably be able to get you in. It looks like I'm in 4th right now. I'm not in 1st, which is fucked up. I don't know who already has plus 3,000 P&L. Pretty fucking crazy. But yeah, this is gonna be cool over the next month. Some of the other stuff that we've built and have live right now, we have perps, which is like obviously what the competition is around. All the pre-IPO stocks, SpaceX, Anthropic, OpenAI, stocks. So we have like Micron, Nvidia, SanDisk, all these things we have leverage on, integrated with Hyperliquid on the back end. Crypto stuff, obviously, Bitcoin, Hype, ETH, Sol. And what we recently just added, I think it's actually today, but integrated with pair protocol on the back end. So there's a lot of pair trades that have been doing really well in crypto. I talk about them all the time. What pair trading is essentially when you're long one asset and then you're short another asset. So say I want to buy Hype at $40, but I'm like, want to hedge my downside on the other side. So I'm short ETH at like 2,200. In a scenario where Hype goes up, ETH goes down, I'm in profit on both positions. In a situation where Hype goes up like 50%, ETH goes up 10%, I'm still up because even though my short is down 10%, my long on the other side is up 50%. So I'm up, whatever, depending on how you size it, I'm still up. And what pair protocol does, it essentially sets up all these pair trades for you. So this one is Hype ETH, which is probably a very popular one. And yeah, you can see the chart is literally up only. I think a lot of people don't get creative with the pair trading, and they should, because a lot of the time they only think about like what the best long is, but you also can think about what the best short is, and you can make money if the market goes either direction. Like this is up only, crazy. It's up like what, 2x since January, which is crazy for a short and a pair position. Yeah, this is Hype ETH. Some other one that's interesting. Another pair I think is really good is Zcash against Bitcoin. This one is also up. Yeah, all-time highs, up a fuck ton since last Q4 last year. What's another cool one? There was another one I was talking about. I wonder if they have VVV on here. Do they? They do? I don't know pair. But yeah, this is the pair trading. If you wanted to do pair trading in a simplified way, you can also do that here. Indices we also have, so S&P 500, Bitcoin dominance, total 2. And that's perps. But in addition to perps, we also have predictions. So if you wanted to trade anything on Polymarket, that's our back end for this. And we highlight what different whales are looking at. Like this dude has what? Almost 1 million all-time P&L. Biggest win was on the Thunder. This guy's betting on I think the Blue Jays to win, has like 200K P&L. But yeah, you can see their win rate. If you wanted to copy trade certain people, like this guy seems like a beast. 81% win rate, 1 mil all-time P&L. And we've built this system in Bullpen where you can either copy trade them with a percentage of your balance, copy trade them with like your match, whatever their positions are, or like a fixed amount per trade. And so this is pretty cool. I don't have my money on predictions right now. Mine is just on the competition. But if you did want to do this, this is how you would go about doing it. Max bankroll per trader, max per position, and then the slippage and all this stuff. So this is pretty cool. It's very intuitive to use, very easy for people to use. This is one guy that I'm also tracking, but you can put your own whales and wallets here if you wanted to look at certain people, which is cool. And then this is the live tab, which is just like all the games that are currently happening. Trading these lines and all of this stuff. It's a ton of information here, but I think we surface it in a pretty easy way for people to understand. And it's easy to like search specific markets if you wanted to search stuff as well. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that we've been working on, been building. But I'm hyped for the competition, hyped for the rest of the show, hyped for you guys to give feedback on it, and let us know what you like and don't like. So yeah.
Cool. Is that it from?
I think we hit everything we wanted to talk about. I think
we did it today, brother. We did it today. No, that's it. I feel good. I feel great. I'm looking forward to next Thursday. Let's get some banger guests. Let's get the community more involved. Let's start to really like.
Bro, we got to get Voorhees on, bro. We have to.
Yeah, no, we do. Was he ready to go next week or is the following?
Oh, it's 8th of June. They said first week of June he's down.
So two more shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
bro. But we need the smart AI guys to come on, bro. I learned a lot from Greg. That's cool.
A couple of the boys that I lived with last year were texting the group chat while we were live saying that was their favorite guest. That's the favorite. That's
really?
Their favorite segment of the show, and they've been religiously watching the show. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good input. That's good feedback.
Yeah, it's cool. I feel like we talked between production and just like the dense, thick material you guys were talking about initially, kind of a little bit obviously hard for me to fucking find a place to speak on all that shit. But I feel like by the end, the middle and the end, we had some pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
I mean, I think even just like letting him talk and just listening to him talk, I think is good. Because I was on a lot of the time. It's like he could go on and talk about certain things. I think when we have guests that are experts in certain fields, we don't really have to say that much. We just gotta lay them up with questions and let them talk. So
facts.
I think it was good. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, without further ado, just want to say thank you guys so much. When in doubt, invest in yourself. And we are live every Thursday, 1 p.m. PST on twitch.tv/FaZeBanks, as well as live on Twitter. What the fuck was that? Z's live on Twitter. Obviously on his Twitter, we're live on the MarketBubble Twitter. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.